If you want to stand out from the crowd, you should have a really modern, unique looking portfolio website. I'll show you how to create this amazing bend-to-grid portfolio website using all free resources. And having a portfolio website like this is not optional nowadays for a real professional. Let me share my personal experience with you. So far, I have done nearly 1200 plus freelance projects, and over 90% clients came through my portfolio website. Even we have done 100 plus jobs on the freelance marketplace, and 80% of clients asked me this question first. Do you have a portfolio website? So many of you guys ask me how I land so many freelance jobs while others are struggling to get their first job. Then my number one suggestion would be make your portfolio website before anything else. Now in this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a portfolio website that will help you attract more clients. To create this website, we'll be using a free CMS, a free theme, a free page builder, and all free resources. And you don't need to know any single line of coding. We'll be creating everything just by drag and drop. So no matter if you haven't made any website before, this tutorial is perfect for you. Let's now have a look at what we're going to make in this tutorial. I'll show you how to create your logo by using a free online tool and put that on the header. Then how to make this awesome navigation menu and this call to action button. Then here you can put your picture, name, details, and these quick buttons. Like by clicking on this call me button, clients can call directly on your phone. By clicking on the CV button, they can directly download your CV to their computer. Also, you can add your social media links here. In the next grid, you can add your portfolios or projects within this beautiful vertical scrollable area. By clicking on the See All button, they can go to the dedicated projects page. Next, you can add all your available services. You can link the services with Fiverr, Upwork gigs. You can add your core skills or tools you're really expert in, like Figma, Webflow, or Framer. In the next grid, you can add your job experience with the company logo, your designation, and the timeline. On the right, you can add this call to action area. Here, by clicking on this button, people can go to the contact page. By the way, I'll show you how to use emojis within the text. Very cool, right? Then we'll have this footer with your logo and copyright text. I'll be showing all of these step by step, meaning you're creating your best looking portfolio website. At the same time, you'll become the master of Elementor Page Builder, which will help you to create clients' website and lead you to make some serious money. Let's see what we'll create next. On the About page, you can talk more about yourself and these fun facts about you. You can add this super clean call to action area, and if you have noticed, when you scroll, the left grid stays sticky, but the right side contents scroll. It looks visually stunning and engaging. Now go to the services page. Here you can list all of your services. Like I said, you can link them with your Fiverr, Upwork gigs. Or if you want, you can create a single service page for each, so that you can describe all the details of that specific service, your pricing, and everything. Next, we'll create this works or portfolios page. This page is super important. Now, if you have already done some client work, feel free to add those here. If you're very new, you can add your practice projects or dummy projects here so clients can understand what you're capable of. Then you can link them with live sites, or you can create single case study page like this. You can describe how you have solved any past project, the whole case study. I'll explain you everything in this video. Let's go to the contact page. I'll show you how to make this fully functional contact form. And the most interesting thing is, whenever anyone fills this form and clicks on this send message button, you'll receive an instant mobile notification. How cool is that? Also, we'll be adding this dark theme Google Maps here. Can you believe we'll be doing all of this without writing a single line of code? And yes, finally, we learned the most important, how to make this website 100% responsive for tablet and mobile devices. I'm really excited. If you're excited like me, please give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It would mean world to me. Alright, we'll be creating our beautiful website in easy 4 steps. First, I'll show you how to get your own domain name and web hosting. I'll also provide you with a 78% discount link. Then how to install WordPress. Then how to install a free theme and a free page builder. Finally, we'll start creating our amazing website step by step. Also, I'll be adding a timestamp in the description so you can always jump into the necessary part you need. Let's now start with the step number 1, which is to get your domain name and web hosting. So first of all, what is a domain name? Domain name is basically your website address, like Facebook has facebook.com, Amazon has amazon.com, we have jimfahaddigital.com. Similarly, for your website, you need an address that will be yourwebsitename.com. And what is web hosting? Web hosting is the storage space for your website. All the images, all the texts you'll have in your website, all will be stored on your own web hosting. As you are owning your own web hosting, so there won't be any limitation. You can run ads, you can upload any text or images, you can upload any themes or plugins you want. You are in charge of your own website. Now, how to get your own web hosting with a free domain name? So first, just click on this very first link in the description below this video, or you can just go to jimfahaddigital.com/best host. And this will take you to a special discounted Hostinger page. But why Hostinger? In my opinion, Hostinger is the most affordable and also the fastest web hosting provider available. Just have a look into their Trustpilot reviews. People are super happy with their hosting speed, affordable pricing, and customer support. Now, from here, you can change the language if you want. Maybe you speak Spanish, Portuguese, or Hindi. You can select your language from here. One thing I also want to say is that this page changes quite often. In fact, they probably change it once a month. So if the banner or interface looks different, don't worry, don't panic. This happens quite often. It's the same website. Let's scroll down a bit. You'll find all the different plans. By the way, we can see 4 plans here, but sometimes you may see 3 plans here. Just don't worry because you can create your website with any of these plans. But as you are starting out, I recommend taking this premium or business plan. With both of these plans, you can create up to 100 websites. For example, today you're creating a portfolio website, tomorrow you want to create a business website, and next week you want to create an e-commerce website. So you don't need to purchase hosting each time. You can create all the websites within this same web hosting plan. So here with the premium plan, you'll get 100 GB of storage. With the business plan, you'll get 200 GB of storage. And with any of these plans, you'll get all the features like unlimited free SSL. So all of your websites would be encrypted and super secure. Unlimited bandwidth, so there won't be any limit how many website visitors you'll have. You can create hundreds of professional email addresses like info@yourwebsite.com or admin@yourwebsite.com, like really professional email addresses like this. Free automatic website migrations. So if you want to move your existing website from another hosting provider to Hostinger, just contact Hostinger support. They'll transfer it on behalf of you for free. Then free domain. Yes, like I said, you'll get a domain name for free. And that's not all. You'll also get tons of WordPress features like one-click WordPress installations, free one-click Google integrations. It'll help your website monetize with Google AdSense and significantly improve its SEO. They have added awesome AI features as well, so you can create website contents using Hostinger AI very easily. Now let's talk about security. Personally, I'm very serious about website security, and Hostinger just nailed it with all of these features like Cloudflare protected name servers, malware scanners, and all these. I've had very bad experiences with other web hosting providers. We have so many malware attacks and we had to pay the hosting providers additionally to use their other security tools. But here in the Hostinger, you're getting all of these security tools for free. Now, let's select a plan. And like I said, you can take any of these plans based on your needs. If you're just starting out and on a budget, the premium plan is a great option. Also, you can always upgrade later. However, if you ask me, I'd recommend the business plan. Here's why. NVMe storage. SSDs are great, but NVMEs are incredibly fast. Free CDN. This feature can make your website load up to 40% faster. Daily backups. This is my favorite feature of the business plan. This ensures your data is safe and secure every day. Okay, so let's click here on choose plan. Alright, first you can select the hosting period. 48 months, which is 4 years, then 24 months, 12 months, and 1 month. I don't recommend the 1 month plan since it costs around $14 per month, which is way too expensive. Instead, you can go for 12 months, 24 months, or 48 months. If you ask me, the 48-month plan is the best deal. For the first 4 years, you only pay $3.49 per month, saving you over $500. After that 4 years, the renewal rate is just $8.99 per month. Still very affordable for a hosting up to 100 websites. If you prefer starting smaller, you can choose the 12 months plan, which costs $3.99 per month for the first year. After that, it renews at $13.99. But remember, the longer the initial term, the bigger the discount you will get when you renewing. If you can afford it, I highly recommend choosing this 48-month plan. It gives you the most savings and locks in the lowest rate for 4 years. But wait, there is more. You can click on have a coupon code and enter my special code, which is JFD10. Once you apply it, you'll get a 78% discount. As we have applied the coupon code, if we take a look at here, the 48 months plan drops to $3.14 per month and the 12 months plan becomes $3.59 per month. Can you believe we're getting super fast web hosting with a free domain name for an entire year for just $43? What an amazing deal, right? For this tutorial, I'm selecting the 12 months plan. So let's click continue. Now let's quickly create a Hostinger account. From here, either you can continue with Google or you can just use your email address. So I'm going to use mine. And make sure you use your best email address because later all the verification code will be sent to this email. Now let's put a really strong password. Alright, now let's click continue. Alright, after successfully signing in, now we're here. You can fill up all these informations like your name, country, and then details, and then click continue. Now you see, you can pay using credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, or even you can pay using cryptocurrency. Also, you may see more different local payment options based on your country. So here, I'm putting my card information, and then just click on submit payment. Now, after successfully completing the payment, you may see some onboarding like this. But for some reason, if you don't see this or accidentally your tab is deleted during the payment process, you can just go to hostinger.com. Then click on login. And you will be inside your Hostinger's control panel. And now all you gotta do is go to our email inbox and you'll see an email from Hostinger says verify your email address. Just open it and click verify email. Now the email will be verified and you will be again inside the control panel. From here, click on this continue creating or migrating a website. Click on this continue button. And again, we will be on the same onboarding we have started with. So from here, I'm just gonna skip these surveys. Just click skip. And here it says, do you want to create or migrate a website? So as we are creating a website, I'm going to check this one. Create a website. Now just click next. So this is the option to create a WordPress website. So make sure you select the WordPress from here instead of this Hostinger website builder and click next. And here's the login details for your WordPress account. First of all, you can change the language. Then you can change the email address for the WordPress account and also the password. So I'm gonna leave this email address here and I'm gonna enter a really strong password. Alright, now let's click next. And here it says what type of website do you want to build. So instead of choosing anything from here, I'm just gonna click on this create blank site. And here's the exciting part. We got a free domain name from Hostinger. We can claim a free domain name from here. So here we can search for any domain name available. You can choose any domain name that fits your vision or business, like you can just type yourbusiness.com or yourname.com. And here you can check if this domain name is available or not. Alright, so I'm just gonna search a domain name for me. I just typed it and we can see this is available with the .com extension. You can choose any extension like .in, .me, .net. I'm going to choose the .com extension because it looks more professional and legit. Okay, just click on here. And after selecting it, just click next. And here we have to register our domain name real quick. So from here, just click on this next step. And of course, make sure this is your own country. All right, next step. And it says your domain name will be registered using these details. So make sure every information is correct. So from here, I'm selecting my division, Dhaka, and also the city and address. Then I'm gonna put my zip code. I'm gonna type in my phone number and finish registration. And you'll see an onboarding like this. It says, where is your targeted audience located? You can select any country from here. I'm just gonna select United States, Arizona. And now click next. Now it says it's installing the WordPress. This loading can take up to 1 or 2 minutes. And now it says it's ready to go. It's time to build your online success. And here let's hold off for a moment because it's redirecting us into the WordPress. Alright, so this is our WordPress dashboard. And by the way, for some reason, it did not redirect you here. You can always just go to your hosting or control panel, then go to the websites. And now inside the control panel, we have to enable some settings. It seems overwhelming, but it's too easy. We just have to enable 1 or 2 settings. So from here, just click on this dashboard. Then click on this WordPress overview. And just make sure you have enabled this force HTTPS. After enabling this, click on this WordPress admin. And this is again redirecting us into the WordPress. Alright, so from here, let's click on this dashboard. And now we're at our WordPress admin panel or the dashboard. From here, I'm gonna make you familiar with all the necessary options like post, media, comment, appearance, plugins, and more. But before that, let's clean up our dashboard a bit because right now this is kind of messy. So let's close this welcome pop-up from here. Then we can close all of these unnecessary notifications or these widgets. Or if you want, you can click on this screen options and deselect everything one by one like this. And everything look more cleaner. But there is more. Let's go to this plugins option. And we can see some plugins here which came by default after installing the WordPress. By the way, if you are wondering what is plugin, plugin is extra tool or extra add-on which extends the functionalities of your WordPress website. Of course, to build our website we need some plugins, but not these specific ones. So from here, I'm gonna select every one of them. And from the bulk actions, select deactivate. Then click apply. Now all the plugins are deactivated. Now let's select all of them again. And now from the bulk action, select the delete and click apply. And click OK here. Now all the unnecessary plugin has been successfully deleted. Great, now let's work on some settings like changing your username, password, and basic informations. So let's hover over the users and click on profile. And we can see so many settings here, like this admin color scheme. We can change the whole dashboard color scheme like this, but this is not really important because only we can see as the admin. So let's scroll down and you'll find the language option. You can select any language you want from here, but I'm gonna keep it site default, which is English. Then let's scroll down and you'll find your first name and last name. I'm gonna put mine. Then we have a nickname. Then we have this option, display name public alias. From this variation, you can select any of them. I'm gonna select this variation. So this name will be shown if you create posts. So this name will be shown as an author name if you create post on the WordPress. Okay. Now scroll down. You can change your email address from here. You can change your domain name here, but I'm not gonna mess with these options right now. So let's scroll down. Let's set a new password from here. Click set new password, and it will suggest a really strong password. But of course, you can type your own password here. I typed my password, although it's saying medium, but I'm okay with it. So let's scroll down and click update profile. And now all the changes will be saved. Now let's go do some other settings. Hover over the settings, click on general. So here, this is site title. You can see your site title right over here. So we can change it from here. We can type anything like portfolio website. And you see instantly the site title will be changed here. And this is the tagline. In the tagline, you can put some meaningful stuff like best creative solutions. And this tagline actually can help you rank on the search engines. Alright, after that, let's scroll down. you'll see the language option here again. After we can see the time zone, we can select any time zone based on our location. Then the time format, you can select any time format in between. Now scroll down, save the changes. And now I'm going to show you a really important settings. Let's go to this permalinks. So this is our permalink structure. On your case, it can be on the plain, it can be on the day and name, but I highly recommend choosing this post name permalink because I'm going to give you an example. Let's select this plain permalink. So if you select the plain permalink, whenever anyone visits on your website, your address bar will look something like your website.com, some random character, and bizarre numbers. But if we select the post name permalink, your address bar will look like your website.com / a post name or a page name. So this looks good, this is more readable, and this also can help you rank on the search engines. Okay, so make sure you select the post name and click Save Changes. Alright, so at this point, I want to make you familiar with two basic terms. One is the back end of your website, and then the front end of your website. Right here, every options, every content you see, this is the back end part of your website. But if you want to see your front end website, you can hover over the site title and click on this visit site. I'm going to open it on a new tab. And this is our front end website, and the whole world can see this portion of your website. If anyone gets your domain name, and if they put this domain name on their browser, they'll just land on this page, your front end page. And by the way, if you take your domain name and put the domain name in your address bar, you'll also land in the front end website. But after the domain name, if you just type /admin, it will always take you to the WordPress dashboard, where you can manage everything and change your front end website. Now, how to change the look and feel of your front end website, because right now this is so empty, nothing is literally here. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard, and under the appearance, go to themes. So here we have got some themes like 2025, 2024, 2023. So this one is the active one, and we can see this one in our front end website, right? But for example, if I activate this one, now here, if we refresh the page, we can see a whole different look and feel of our front end website, right? So this is one of the way to change the look and feel of your front end website by using themes, right? But most of the times you don't get the full control using a theme. So instead, we're gonna use a really powerful page builder. And I think you already know what is the best page builder for WordPress is. Yes, it is Elementor Page Builder. So to get the Elementor free account, you can go to jimfahaddigital.com. By the way, link is in the description. And from here, you can go to the tutorial and open this post. This is called How to Make a Freelancer Portfolio Website like Fiverr, this one. And in here, you'll find these important links. Under this, just click on this Get Elementor Free Version. And we'll be in the Elementor's official website. Now if you scroll down from here, you can see the price plan of the Elementor. Although we'll be using the free Elementor version for this particular tutorial, but here I'm just giving you a quick tour of Elementor Pro version. So here we have 4 plans: Essential, Advanced, Solo, Advanced, and Expert. So with the Elementor Pro version, you get so many advanced features like so many pro widgets, theme builder, pop-up builder, custom code, even e-commerce features. But from here, I do not recommend you to choose this Essential plan, because with this you can get only 57 pro widgets and so many features are missing here. So instead you can choose the Advanced Solo plan. With this plan you get 86 pro widgets and all the features like theme builder, custom code, e-commerce features, and more. But with this plan you can only create 1 website. But here with this advanced plan, you can create up to 3 websites. And of course all the features you're getting from this one. So if you're just starting out, I recommend to choose this advanced one, because the price is only less than $2 difference from the advanced solo plan. And with the advanced one, you can create up to 3 websites. But let's say if you're a freelancer or an agency owner, you can actually choose the expert plan. With the expert plan, initially you can use it to create 25 websites with 24/7 premium support. You know the importance of creating multiple websites for clients. And also, if you want to create more than 25 websites, you can switch to this toggle. And with this plan, you can create up to 1000 websites. And you can still use the Elementor Pro version following this tutorial. Alright, now let's scroll up and click on this Elementor's logo. Then from here, click on this login. So from here, let's create a free account. So let's click on create an account. From here, you can continue with Google, Facebook, or Apple ID, or you can of course continue with your email. So here I'm putting my email address and putting a really strong password. And let's click on create my account and then click create my account. And here let's click let's go. So this is our Elementor page builders dashboard. So as we have created the free account, now let's close this tab and go back to our dashboard. Alright, so it's time to get the Elementor page builder as a plugin. So let's go to the plugins. Now click add new plugin. And you'll see so many plugins, but you can search the plugins here. I'm going to just search Elementor. And this is the Elementor page builder plugin. From here, just click install now and then click activate. And Elementor will show an onboarding like this, so we can just skip this. So let's click on this close. And now if we go to the plugins, you can see the Elementor page builder is successfully activated. Now I can't wait to show you the power of the Elementor page builder. But with the Elementor page builder, we need more plugins. Because we're using the free version of the Elementor, many features will be missing. So we're gonna cover up those features using some new plugins. So let's click add new plugin. So let's search one plugin called Elements Kit. You'll find this one, Elements Kit Elementor Add-ons by WP Met. Just install it. Alright, now let's go install more. Jig Elementor. You'll find this one, install it. And we need one last one. Search Metform. You'll see this one by WP Met, install it. Alright, now let's go back to our plugins. And we got these new plugins, so I'm gonna select all of them like this. Then from the bulk actions, select activate and click apply. Now go to the plugins and all the new plugins will be activated. Basically all these plugins will help us to add more elements or widgets in our website, right? And also one really important thing, let's go to the appearance and themes. So we need a new theme to use it with the Elementor page builder. So let's click on add new theme. So this is the WordPress theme store. From here just search Hello Elementor. You'll find this, just install it and click activate. And also let's go to the appearance and themes. So this Hello Elementor is now the active one, so you don't need any of them right now. So let's click on this theme details and click on delete. Click OK and do the same here. I'm just deleting all of the unnecessary themes, and this is the only theme we are having. Now if we go to our front end website and refresh, so this is the new look and feel from this new theme, okay? Although this is looking really simple and plain, but this is what exactly we need. We don't need so much fancy design with the theme because we're gonna design our own website, okay? That's why we need a really lightweight theme like this Hello Elementor theme, okay? So keep the theme here. Now let's go to the dashboard. Now finally we're gonna start to create our pages. So let's go to the pages and we can close all of these alerts or notifications. So currently in the pages we're having this privacy policy draft page. This is like a default page. Currently we don't need this one, so we can click on this trash to delete this. And now let's click on add new page. Close this pop-up. So here we have to add the title of our page. My first page will be home. I just typed it and let's click on this publish and click publish. Now it says the home is live now. But if we go to our front end website and refresh, we cannot see the home page here. Instead we see a random post. But we have to show our home page into our front end website, right? So if anyone visits on your website, they're able to see the home page first. So for that, go to the dashboard, click on this WordPress icon, and on the left side scroll down, hover on the settings, Now go to the reading, and here currently your home page displays your latest post, which is this random post. But instead, let's select a static page, and from this home page, let's select the home we have just created. And scroll down, save the changes. Now if we go to our front-end website and refresh, now we can see the home page is here. So this is basically our home page. We have a simple header and we have a simple footer. But don't worry, we'll not keep it like this. We can remove everything from here. We can customize everything in here. Alright, so let's go back, go to the pages, and now click on this home. And from here, click on this edit with Elementor to open this home page inside the Elementor page builder. Now let's close this notification and just close this pop-up. And finally, we're in the Elementor page builder where the real fun begins. And here, as you can see, our home page is opened in the Elementor page builder. You can see our front-end website here looks the same as this one. So basically anything we add here, anything we edit here, customize here, it will be updated on this page. Okay, so first let's get familiar with this left part. So all the items you see here, like container, heading, images, text editor, all of these are called Elementor elements or Elementor widgets. These are the building block of your website. These are the building blocks for designing your website. And if you scroll down a bit more, you'll find this Pro dropdown. In here, you'll see advanced widgets like media carousel, loop carousel, price table, gallery, all of these advanced features. But these are only available on the Elementor Pro version. We need to upgrade the Elementor in order to use these advanced widgets. Alright, so since we don't have the Pro version, so we gotta use these basic ones. Alright, so here, let's see how exactly the page builder works. Alright, so first, I'm gonna remove all of this default text. So for that, click on this page settings, scroll down here, under this page layout, just select Elementor Canvas, and it will be gone. And now if we just publish this page, click on this publish, and let's go to the front-end website and refresh, and this page will be absolutely empty. So basically anything you do here with this home page, it will be updated on the Elementor front-end website. Okay. Alright, so let's add some basic block in this area. So from here, we can just drag an element like this and drop it. And the element will be added here. So you can see this is a basic box. And we can customize this box from this left panel. Like using this width, we can make this box inside space smaller or bigger. Then we can use this min height to control the height of this box. We can also type any specific value, like 500, and the box will be 500 pixel long. Also, we can go to the style tab and we can color this box. Just click on this background type classic and then click on the color. And using this color picker, you can select any color you want, or you can just type any code on the color picker, like FFF will make it fully white, where 000 will make it fully black. So from here, I'm gonna just select a beige type of color. Now we can also add more elements inside this box. You can just click on this plus or this plus and widgets will come up. So from here, let's say I add this heading inside this box. Then we also can change the text by triple clicking here, or we can change the text right from the panel. Then we can go to the style tab and style this text. First, we can use this alignment to center this text. Then if we go to the typography, then we can go to the typography. Inside the font family, we can select anything. Almost every Google font is available here. You can select the font family from here and it will be instantly changed. Also, you can search for anything. One of my favorite font is Poppins, and you can select it like this. And also you can use this size to resize this text like this, and of course you can put any specific value like this. Then we have weight. Using weight, you can make the text thin or bold. Lower number makes it thinner, higher number makes it bolder. Okay. After that, we have this transform. Using this, we can make the text fully uppercase, lowercase, or capitalized. Then using this style, we can make the text italic or normal. Then we can use decoration to make it underline, overline, or line through. These options can be really helpful when it's needed. And here with this line height, we can actually set the line height of the text like this. Then using the letter spacing, we can literally add space between each of the letters. And similarly with word spacing, we can add space between the words. Okay, so I'm gonna make everything default. Alright, let's close the typography. Then we have the text color. Currently you can see this is a blue color, so we can just change it from here. We can make it any type of color that we like. Okay, and now let's add more elements in here, like this text editor. The text editor is also a text widget, but this is used for adding more longer text, like a paragraph or a description. And on the text editor, you can use this rich text input. For example, you select any text like this, then you can make it bold, italic, specifically. Okay. Also, you can click on this toolbar and even color this text separately. All right. And also in the style, everything is the same, like alignment, then text color. We can color this text editor as a whole, and also of course the typography. After that, let's add maybe a button, and you can change the button text right from here, like learn more. And on this button you can add any link. For example, you can add google.com or kitpapa.com, and when anyone clicks on this button, it'll just take them to that link. Okay, very useful stuff. Then go to the style. Then this button has a position. With it we can make it center, and it has typography for the inner text, then of course a text color, then a background color which is green right now. We can change it really easily. And also we can add hover effects on the button. So if you switch to the hover tab here, and on the background type, you can select different color. For example, I select this orange color. Now if we hover over this button's background color changes, giving you a nice effect. Alright, so let's say now I want every content inside this box on the center right here. Currently this is on the top, but I want it center, right? So you can just select this whole container, then go to the layout and scroll down. Now here we can make this justify content to center, and every content inside this box will be centered nicely. Then we can add gaps. By default is 20, but if we make it 50, you can see the gap between item is increasing. Alright, and also you can add space between items manually. For example, you want more space only between this text editor and the button, so we can select the text editor, then go to the advanced tab. Then using this margin we can add space. So let's unlink the margin, and we want the space on the bottom. So on this bottom side I'm gonna type 50, and the 50 pixel gap will be added here. Okay, and also using this padding you can add space anywhere, for example on the right side. Okay, alright, so this is really basic example how this page builder works. Now I think you're really ready to create the whole website step by step with me. So let's delete all of them. To delete any item, you can right click and delete, or we can just delete this whole section by clicking on this cross. Everything will be deleted. Now we're going to start to create our homepage step by step. But here's one thing. As you know, this tutorial will be hours long, so if you have time to invest the next 2 to 3 hours, you can continue this tutorial. But let's say all of you don't have such long time, or you might want to rush, but you want your website to be done really fast. So for that, I have another solution. You can use ready template. Using ready templates, you can design your website in minutes. If you go to kitpapa.com, you'll see so many ready template kits for almost all sorts of categories, like business, agency, portfolio, freelancer, technology, health, medical, you can name it. Like from here, let's click on this template, and you see the price is so much affordable, like $9.99. So you can buy this template and you can read the description, or you can just watch this 2 minutes video guide, and this design will be installed on your website instantly. An interesting thing here is you can click on this live demo and you can see the whole website within this beautiful iframe. You can see the tablet view or mobile view like this. And of course you can click on this visit site to experience the whole website live like this. Alright, now let's go back. But let's say you are a freelancer or an agency owner, you can actually grab their buy all package. With their buy all package, you'll get all the template kits available on Kitpapa. If you see, they have 190 plus template kits, and they also upload 10 plus new template kits per month. So with this package, you will receive all the future premium template kits for free. If you are a website builder, with all of these professional template kits, you can make websites for clients and earn at least $3,000 to $10,000. Because the functionality and design of these template kits are made by super professionals with years of experience, it just made top notch. For all these, you just gotta pay $49. What an amazing deal. So if you want to grab the buy all package, I highly recommend you to take it through this limited time lifetime access. Because right now, a very big discount is going on, so if you want to get it, just click on this get all access. Then the all access package will be in the cart. From here, just click checkout, and then you can simply complete the purchase. Then all products will be available on the Kitpapa for you. By the way, there is one more super cool template shop, which is called kitninja.com. In the kitninja.com, you'll get super cool e-commerce websites. So if you ever need any e-commerce website, just come to kitninja.com and you'll find world-class template kits, which is made by top-class designers and web developers. Alright, now let's go back to our tutorial. Alright, so from here, I'm going to actually search for a template which is called Bentolio, and we'll get this one, and this is the template we're going to be making in this tutorial. As you can see, this is a super professional portfolio website. It has every necessary thing for a portfolio website in this bento grid. So if you want to get it, this is so much affordable. You can get it from here, or if you just want to make it step by step with me, then let's go back to our Elementor page builder. So currently our canvas is absolutely empty. Let's publish our canvas. And if we go to the front end website and refresh here, we can see this is absolutely empty too. And now we're going to be adding the real thing here. Okay, let's go back, and in here, let's take a new container. And make sure you follow the structure all the time, because you'll be able to see what I'm adding, what I'm deleting, what comes after what, everything. Okay, so we have added a container. Let's edit this container. On the panel, in here, let's make the width 1200 pixel and make the direction row, then scroll down, make the gaps all 0. We don't want any gaps inside this container. Then scroll up and go to the advanced tab, then unlink the margin, and just on the top, make it 20 pixel. And it just add 20 pixel space on the top. Then unlink the padding, and on the right, make it 20, and on the left, make it 20 as well. So on the right side and the left side, we added 20 pixel padding inside this container. So basically, we have added 20 pixel gap on outside of this container on the top. Then we have added 20 pixel padding on the both side, left and right, inside of this container. So basically here, margin is controlling the outside space of this container, and padding is controlling the inside space of this container. Easy. Okay, now before moving ahead, I'm gonna make the whole page color black, and it's really simple. Just click on the settings icon, go to the style, and here choose the background color. I'm gonna type a color code. It'll be 1B, 1B, 1B. And our whole page will be dark. Okay, now let's continue. Inside this container, inside this box, I'm gonna add one more container. And I'm gonna double click on this container and rename this card. I'm renaming this because it will be really easy to understand. Alright, so first in this card, make sure this content width is full width. Then on this width, make it 31.38. I'm adding a really precise value on this width. And after adding it, this container size will be like this. 31% of this whole container. Alright, now after this, scroll down and make the align items start. So all the items inside this box will be on the left. Okay, now scroll down, make the gaps 0. After that, scroll up, go to the style tab, because I want to add some color on this card container. So add the background color, just type a code E9, E9, E9. We'll have this nice color, and then scroll down and open this border. And from here, make the border radius 24 pixel. And this container will be rounded on the outside. It makes it look really friendly. Okay, after that, let's go to the advanced. And just on the padding, make it 32 on all the sides. Okay, so our nice card is ready. Now inside this, we're gonna add contents. So first, I'm gonna add an image widget. So I'm just dragging this image widget here. It'll be like this, but we can choose the image from here. It opens the media library where we can manage all the files and images. Currently we don't have any images, but if you want to use all the images I'm gonna be using in this tutorial, you can just go to the gymfahaddigital.com, and from here just click on this download the resources I've used in the tutorial, and just download the whole thing from the Google Drive. And after extracting it, you'll find images and templates folder. We're gonna use the templates later, but if we go to the images, you can see we have all the images we're gonna be using. So let's go back to the Elementor, and in here we can just simply select all the images like this, then drag and drop. And by the way, some images are saying fail to upload or this is not allowed because these are in different format, but we'll fix it later. For now, just let it upload. Okay, so all of our images have been uploaded, but some images are not allowed. So we'll later do the setting and allow this. Okay, so for now I'm going to select an image from here, which will be, if you scroll down, you'll find this one. Select, and it will be here like this. Now we can go to the style tab and style this image, like changing the width, changing the height. So first on the width, select the pixel first and type 124. Then on the width, it will be the same 124 pixel. And finally make the object fit cover. So this image will cover the whole image size nicely, in case you're using an image with odd ratios, right? So let's go to the advanced now and make the padding first unlink, just on the bottom 18 pixel. Okay, now after this image, let's add a heading widget. Change the heading first. I just changed it to a name with an emoji. Now let's go to the style and open the typography. And for the family, I'm going to search Inter. You'll find this one, select, and this is a really good looking font. Then make the font size 36 pixel, font weight keep it 600, and make the line height 40 pixel. Okay, now close it. Then let's change the text color from here. Let's just type a color code which is 181D2A. Okay, it's basically a black color with a little bit bluish feel. Okay, alright, now let's go to the advanced. I'll link the padding just on the bottom 12 pixel, and let's use this width and make it custom. And now we can use the slider and add any custom width like this. So I'm gonna add a really specific one. Select the pixel and make it 180 pixel. It'll be exactly like this, looking better. Okay, so the heading is done. Now let's add some paragraph. So you can simply use this text editor and change the text with this, some text and some emoji. Alright, now let's go to the style and open the typography. And for this text, I'm gonna select the same font family, enter, font size 16 pixel, font weight keep it 500, line height 24 pixel. Close it. And for the text color, just type a code 636A7C. This is a gray and blue shaded color, looking nice. Now go to the advanced tab and unlink the padding just on the bottom, make it 16 pixel. The text is looking nice. Now after that, I'm gonna add a button, and it'll be a really cool one. So we can just take a simple button first, change the text to book a call, and now I'm gonna add an icon on this button. It's really easy. We can use this icon library, or we can use upload SVG. I'm gonna use this because we have our own SVG, and this is the option we can allow the SVG uploading. So from here, just click enable, and now we can upload the SVG images that was restricted before. So I have all the SVGs like this, so we can just select all the SVGs without selecting the normal images because these are already uploaded. So I'm just selecting all the SVGs by holding Control and my left click. Okay, so after selecting, we can just upload all of them like this, and it will start to upload like this. After uploading, it may show only one icon, so for that, just close this pop-up, publish the page, and refresh the page. After refreshing, select the button again. Now if we go to the upload SVG again, this time we can see all the SVG icon we need. Great. Now from here I'm going to select one. So in here we have this one. This is called phone-call.svg. Select this and click on insert media, and it'll be with our button text. And here we can position the icon. We can make it on the end like this or on the start. I'm going to keep it left. And then with the icon spacing, we can add space between the icon and the image. So I'm going to just add only 8 pixels. Okay, now let's go to the style and make this button look really good. So first here, open the typography, select the same font family, enter, but make the font size 14 pixels and font weight 500 and the line height 22 pixels. Close it, and then make the text color #181 D2A, and we'll have a nice color. Color is added, but it's time to add the background color. So we can click on this, and here I'm going to type F1 F1 F1, and we'll have a white button, but we'll make it really nice after. We'll add really cool shadows and whatnot. Okay, now here on the padding, unlink, on the top 14, on the right 22.5, then on the bottom 12, and on the left 22.5. We're actually doing everything really precisely because we want to make the whole website pixel perfect, right? Okay, now currently the button is looking like this, really simple. But keep this button exactly like this for now. Later, once we start to add our CSS, it'll look really cool, trust me. Now like this, I want another button right beside this one. So instead of making a button from scratch, I can just right click on it and click on duplicate, and it will have exactly same button. But the second button is not right beside this, right? So you can do it really easily. We just gotta pack these two buttons in a container. It's really easy. Just click on this plus, add a new container. The container should be right after the text editor, like this. Then inside this container, I'm just gonna drag these buttons like this, and now these buttons are inside of this container. Now if we just select this container and make the direction row, both of the buttons will be on a row. This is exactly how we want. Okay, now one thing also, make the gaps of this container 0, so there is no extra gap between the button. Now scroll up, go to the advanced, and let's remove the default padding from this container. So just make the padding 0. Okay, now let's work on the second button. Select, and first change the text to this, and also change the icon. From here I'm going to choose this icon. Then go to the style, and I'm gonna change the background color for this button. And instead of classic color here, I'm gonna choose gradient color. And now we can add two different colors on the same button. So on the first color, just type the code 779DFF. We'll have this color, and now change the secondary color. This time type 2D68FF. It's the same color but a bit deeper. And also change the text color to fully white color. If you drag the slider all the way to the top and left, it'll be FFF color, it'll be white. So this is looking like this. Now scroll up, go to the advanced, and just on the margin left, make it 12 pixels so we can just add a tiny little bit gap between the two buttons. But here, although these buttons are looking like this here right now, but if we just close this panel, it'll be really nice. Because on the open panel, the whole screen size is really compact, but on the closed panel, we get the full real view. Alright, now let's add more stuff in this card, and after that, we'll come back and add some really cool effects on these buttons. Alright, so after this buttons container, let's add one more container. So from the plus, we can drag this container and put it right after this container, but as you can see, it sometimes can be challenging to just drag and drop it in a right place. So simply what I can do is right click on this container, and if we click on add new container, a new container will be added right after that container. It's really useful. And now let's work on this container. So first, keep it full width and make the min height 59 pixel. Then make the direction row and justify content space between align items center. Okay, and make the gaps all 0. Then let's scroll up, go to the style, make the background color F1, F1, F1. And also open the border, make the border radius 12 to make the container round shaped. Now go to the advanced tab, I like the margin just on the top, 24 to push it down, and padding on the right, 12, left, 12. And now inside this, let's add some cool content. So first I'm gonna add a simple heading and change the text to this. Go to the style, change the typography to Inter, font family first, then size 16, font weight 500, and line height 24 pixel. This text size will be like this. Now just change the text color. The text color will be the same, 181 D2A. And this is looking nice. Now after this text, I'm gonna add a new widget which is called social icons. Just search it and you'll find this one. We can just add it right here after this, and make sure this is right after this heading like this, and it'll just add some social media links. We can change the links, like if you want to change the Facebook from here, we can click on this icon library and choose any icon. So I'm just going to search for Facebook first, and if you click on this all icons, we'll have more options. So from here, select this one, click insert, and it'll be changed to this. Then on the Twitter, we can change the icon. I'm just gonna search for X, this new name for Twitter. Select this, and after that, change the YouTube. So for this, I'm gonna use the upload SVG. So in here, we have the nice Instagram logo that we don't have on the icon library, and it'll be like this. And after that, I'm actually gonna add one more icon. So we can click add item, and from here, I'm gonna search for LinkedIn, and click all icons and just select this LinkedIn, and this is like this. Okay, now keep everything as it is here, go to the style, and here first thing on this color, choose the custom, and we'll have two new colors, primary and secondary. So on the secondary color, I'm gonna make it fully white first, then I'm gonna drag the second slider to right here, and we'll have this code. First we have 6F and then 80. You can just type the whole code and you'll get exactly the same color. And now on the secondary color, make it 46, 4D61. And the icon colors will be changed. Now let's play with these sliders. So first, make the size 16, which is the icon size. Now instantly looking really good. Make the padding, first select the pixel, just make it 9 pixel, and spacing keep it 6, and robes gap 0. Now scroll down, I'm gonna add a border around this icon. So we can select the border type solid, and you'll see some border will be added around the icons. But from here, I'm gonna make the border width only 1 pixel. It'll be really thin. Then on the border color, we can change the border color. Let's make it FD, FD, FD. And finally, make the border radius 12 pixel. And all together, it'll be looking like this. Nice. And we can also add some icon hover. Like from the icon hover, we can change the primary color to white. So on the hover, like if I take my mouse on the icon, it'll be even wider. And also we can add a fancy animation for the hover. So on the hover animation, for example, I select pop, and now on the hover, it'll be like this. Nice. So basically we have added some social icons, and using these icons, you can link your real social media links. Like if you go to the contents and open any icon, you'll see there's a space to add the link. Like here, you can paste your Facebook profile link. Then on the Twitter one, you can put your Twitter ID link. Then same for the Instagram and LinkedIn. Okay. Alright, so basically we're quite done with this card. This is looking like this. But to make it 10 times better, I'm gonna use some simple custom CSS. It's really easy. And to use the custom CSS in the Elementor's free version, I'm gonna show you a trick. Just click on this plus and search for HTML. And you'll find this widget. So let's add this widget right here, and it'll be added with an additional container. So for better organization, I'm just gonna rename this container to custom code. Okay, now let's select the HTML again. So you see this code field in here, we gotta add the code. But don't worry, I'm not gonna teach you any complicated code right now. All you gotta do is go to the JFD website here, link is in the description, and from here we can just copy and paste the code we need. So first, under the buttons shadow style CSS, you'll find this really big code, but you don't have to understand it. You just gotta copy and paste. So from here, we can select the whole thing and copy, but instead we can use this copy to clipboard button, then go back to the Elementor and just paste the whole code in this HTML field. Then go there again, scroll down, and you'll find this button shadow style CSS class. So this time just select this thing, go back, and then select this first button. Then go to the advanced, scroll down, and paste that class name under the CSS classes. And it'll instantly have a shadow looking super cool. It's almost like the button is popping up from the card, and this is only possible using custom CSS. And it's really easy to use. So let's work on this one as well. Open the panel, go to the JFD website, scroll down, you'll find this button gradient style CSS. Just copy this one as well, go back and open the HTML widget, and right after this code, but inside this style tag, add some space and add the new code. Then go back there, scroll down, copy the gradient hyphen button class name, go back, select the second button, scroll down, add it to CSS classes, and it'll be cool as well. And on the hover, you can see there is a really cool hover effect. These are looking really cool, but one thing, on the hover on the first one, we gotta change the color text. Just select the first button, go back to the style, and we can just switch to the hover. And on the text color, just make it white, and the hover color will be the white. And we can do the similar thing for this button. Go to the style, switch to the hover, make the text color maybe black, so it looks actually better. Okay, super cool. Okay, now it's time to do the same for this nice social links bar. So let's go back to the JFD, scroll down, you'll find this icon section style CSS. Copy the code, add the code in the HTML widget inside the code base before the style tag ends. Okay, then go back there, copy the class name icon hyphen section, and just paste the code, if you guessed it right, on this container. So on the CSS classes, add it, and it'll be super cool like this. Now just look at the card, how good it's looking. Super good. So we're done with our first cool card. Now let's go ahead and make more cool stuff like this. So we can just close this card, which is this whole container. Then after this card, we can add one more card or container. So right click and click on add new container. It'll be here, so I'm gonna double click it and rename it card as well, because this will be a card like container too. Okay, now before starting to work on the second card, I'm gonna make you familiar with a really important settings, which is called global settings. Using the global settings, we can significantly increase the work speed in the Elementor page builder, and doing the global setting is really easy. Just click on the site settings. We have so many options here, but we really need to work on few of them. So first go to the global colors, and you'll see some default color like primary, secondary, text, and accent, which is our default colors. So I'm going to change all the colors. First the primary, click on here, make it EFF 5F2, and it will have a nice white color. Then on the secondary color, let's make it 181D2A. And if you remember this color, we use this color a lot, right? So keep the color on the secondary, and then on the text, make it A8, A8, A8. And then on the accent, I'm gonna make it 2D6, 8FF. It'll be the blue color we're using. Okay, so we have just done with the color. Now click on the Save Changes, and click on the back button to go back, and now go to the global fonts. So in the global fonts, the concept is same. The default colors like primary, secondary, text, and accent. So I'm just going to open the primary, and for the font family, I'm going to search Inter, because this is the font we are using the most. So select the Inter and just close. Then on the secondary, select Inter and close. On the text, same, Enter, close. And on the accent, Enter. And for the text, actually, I'm going to change the size. Like, there will be a really common size, 16 pixel for all the small text. Then keep the weight 400. and also make the line height 24. And that should be it. Close it. And for the accent, just make the font family, enter. And that's it. Save the changes. Then go back. And now skipping all these, scroll down and open the background. And on the background type, I'm going to select the color, which will be our whole page or website color. So it will be 1B, 1B, 1B. So I'm just making sure this color stays on the other pages as well, not just this page. Okay, close it and save the changes. Then go back. And scroll down. Then after the background, you'll find the layout. So in the layout, first make the content width 1200 pixel. Before we had to manually put 1200 pixel on many containers, but it will be automatic from now on. After that, make the containers padding 0 and also the gaps 0. After that, scroll down and open the breakpoints, and here click on this plus icon and select the laptop. So basically, before we had the desktop mode, tablet mode and mobile mode, but the laptop mode was missing. So I just add the laptop here, and after saving the changes, it will be loaded here. So click on save changes. And it's saying reload the editor because you have modification on the active breakpoints. So click on reload. And you can see the laptop mode is added here. We're done with the site settings. Just click on this close icon and we'll be back here. Now we'll see so many benefits of doing the global settings. So let's continue creating our card here. Alright, so first thing, make this width here 37.24%. You'll like this. Then scroll down. First we had to make the gaps 0 manually, but this is automatically 0 because of the global settings. Saves our time. Now let's scroll up, go to the style, and now let's add a color on this card. 1B, 1B, 1B. And we'll have the same color as our background color. But that's not it. I'm gonna open this background overlay to add really nice effect on this card. And here from the background type, select the gradient. And on the first color, first make it FD, 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 and then add 4D. We'll have a semi-transparent color. Then open the second color and type FD, FD, FD. Okay, so first it will be looking like this, but I'm gonna use this opacity and type a value here. So first 0, then dot 0, 5, and the opacity will be like this, and the box will have the color like this, a nice subtle gradient color. Now let's scroll down and open the border and add a border. So border type solid, border width 1 pixel, then border color E2, 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 1A. A nice semi-transparent color, and then border radius 28 pixel. And overall, this card will be looking like this. Actually nice. Alright, now let's go to the advanced tab. And on the margin, unlike on the right 20 pixel, on the left, and it'll be like this. And on the padding, 32 on the top. Alright, so let's move ahead and add contents inside the card. And inside of this card, there will be really active stuff, unlike this one. So let's go ahead and add a new container first. And here, make the container direction row, and justify content, space between, and align items center. And the gap is already 0, so move ahead to the advanced. Only the padding, on the right 32, on the left 32. Okay, now first let's add a heading widget in here. Change the text to my projects. Go to the style, open the typography. This is already enter. We don't have to type enter again and again, so it's saving the time. We just gotta change the text size to 20 pixel. And font weight, keep it 600, and line height 32 pixel. Close it. And the text color is already primary, which is the white. So we don't even need to type the code to get this color. Just select the primary by clicking on this earth icon. Select the primary and it'll be white color. Okay, so after the heading, let's add a button. Add the button right after the heading. It'll be here because this container has justify content space between. And let's change the text of this button to see all. Go to the style, open the typography, change the text size to 16, font weight 600, line height 26 pixel. Close, and make the text color fully white color. And here the thing is, I want to remove the background color. So to remove the background color, just open the color picker, and if we drag the second slider all the way to the left, it will be fully transparent and the background will be gone. Now scroll down and make the border radius 0, and unlink the padding, then make the padding 4 pixel, and the button will be looking like this, just the text, no background, nothing. Now inside of this button you can put any link, like if you have a project page where you show the whole project, you can just link the page in here. Currently we don't have, so I'm just gonna keep it empty. Okay, now it's time for the main part in this card. So first let's add a container right after this one. So we can right click it, add new container, and I'm actually gonna rename this one scroll area. Now go to the advanced tab, just on the top make it 20 pixel margin, and unlike the padding on the right 28, on the left 32. Okay, now inside this let's add a new container, and I'm gonna rename this project item. It'll be the main item. Okay, so here let's go to the style tab to add color on this container. So choose the background color and just make it 282828, and it'll be looking like this. Oops, we cannot see it right now because there is nothing inside it. Alright, so go to the advanced tab, just make the padding all 20 pixel. Alright, now inside this let's add an image widget first, and this image widget will show our project thumbnail or picture. So I'm gonna choose an image from here. If you see this image, just select, this is called dashboard. Now go to the style of this image, make the width 332 pixel, make the height 184 pixel, make the object fit cover, and you see this image is just covered the whole thing nicely. But by the way, if we choose the content, instead of covering, it will show the whole image, doesn't matter what the size is. So just make sure you select the cover. Nice. Now scroll down a little bit and make the border radius 8 pixels. So this image will be round in nature. Okay, now after this image, let's add a new container and just make the container direction row and align item center. And from the advanced, add margin top 12 pixel. That's all. Now inside this, let's add item. So here I'm gonna add another container, and I'm just gonna rename this container shortly cont, because we don't want to mess up with the names, so it stays easily recognizable. We don't have to do anything with this cont, just inside of it let's add a heading widget, and with this heading widget we'll add the project name. So maybe it'll be SaaS product design. Then go to the style, open the typography, make the size 16, line height 24. That's it. Now after that, let's add a text editor, and always make sure that you follow the structure mode. Like you see, this text editor is not right after this heading, but it should be right after the heading. So we can just drag it up a little bit like this. It'll be side by side, but of course I want the heading on the top. Okay, it should be exactly like this. Okay, so change the text. I'm just putting a little date that's saying this project is done by this date. Go to style, make the font size 12 pixel, weight 400, and line height 20 pixel. Nice. And here in the text color, this is already selected the text, and this is the perfect color for this. See, the global setting is helping a lot, so make sure you did the global settings following me. Okay, so after this cont, let's add one more. Oops, just right click on this cont, add one more container, and rename this cont because it's side by side. Now inside of it we just need one single button, and this button won't have any text, so just remove any text if it has. We just need an icon for this, so click on this upload SVG, and from here I'm gonna select this icon, just called guidance up arrow. Okay, go to the style. We don't even need the typography, so just make the text color our accent color, and the icon color will be blue, and we gotta change the background color from the blue. So on the color, first make it fully white, then at the end add 1C. It'll be exactly like this. Nice. Now scroll down, make the border radius 100 pixel. It'll try to be round shade, but it's not being a round shade because we have to edit the padding. So unlink the padding. On the top 11, right 10, then 9 and 10, and it will be nicely round. Okay, looking good. We just need a hover effect, so switch to the hover, and on the background type make it fully white and make the text color fully black. Now see what happens. On hover, this is looking like this. Great. And of course on this button you can actually put any link you want. You can add this product details pages link here, and of course we'll add it later. Okay, now just one thing, select the second count, and from here if we just make the line items end, the button will be placed at the end nicely. So this card is looking really nice. But one thing I notice is we need a round shape on this container. It will be really easy. Just select back this project item, go to the style, open the border. On the border radius, just make it 15 pixel. It'll be like this, but I actually want to make it even nice. So we can use some custom CSS really easily. Just go back to the JFD website, scroll down, and here you'll find this project section style CSS. Just copy the code, go back, add the code in the code base before the style tag ends, and finally grab the class name for all the projects, copy this project, add it to this project item in here. After adding, we can see this is looking so cool. It added a nice border, a gradient color, and a subtle shadow. Cool stuff. Okay, let's go back. Okay, now I want the same thing, the same project item more. So instead of creating it from scratch, we can just right click, duplicate until you have 4 of them. And now the whole card will be really ugly and long like this. But now we'll do the magic. Go back to the JFD, and if you just copy this project -sec and select the scroll area, add it to the CSS classes, you'll see inside this card we can actually scroll and see everything. Super amazing stuff, right? But you see we need some gap between those items, so it's really easy. You can just select the container, the scroll area, go to the layout, scroll down, unlink the gaps, and just on the row make it 20 pixel, and it will be like this, perfectly gapped. Now we just need to change all the contents like images and text. So I'm just gonna do it really quickly and come back to you. Okay, I have changed all the images and contents, looking great. So basically here we are just showing our projects with their name and dates. But the one problem here we can see is some text has broken because it's too big. So we can fix it easily by selecting this second count. Select the second count and make the width 50% to make sure it doesn't take so much space. Okay, like this. So you can just do the same for the other ones. Select the second count, make it 50. Okay, so here we are perfect. Alright, now let's work on the third card. And it'll be a really beautiful one. Alright, so after the third card, we can right click and add new container. And of course rename this as card. Now let's make the card's width 31.38 pixel. Now let's style this card. So instead of styling from the scratch, we can just select this one, the second card, copy, and we can paste the style on the third card, and it'll have the same styling. But we gotta change some things here because this card will be a little bit different. And as you can see, the width is like this after pasting the style. So let's make it back to 31.38, and then go to the advanced and remove the margin 20 from the right and left, and just keep the padding 32, 32, 16, and 32 pixel. Okay, so this will be looking like this. And now we want the similar thing as this one here. So instead of making it, we can just copy it from here. Select the container, copy, and paste it right here. It will be here, but we gotta select the container from here, go to the advanced, and remove the high padding from here. Just make it 0. And just on the margin bottom, 24. And also here, let's change the text to this. And also I'm gonna edit this button a little bit differently. So go to the style, first make the text color our accent color, it'll be blue. Now scroll down, make the border type solid. On the border width, unlink on the bottom 1, And on the border color, select the same accent color. Now finally, make the padding 0, and we'll have a nice button like this. And we can add a quick hover effect. Switch to the hover, make the text color white, make the border color white. We get the nice hover color. Okay, now it's done here. Now it's time to add the main thing here. So let's add a button widget. So it's really hard to add it right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this container. After selecting, go to the plus, scroll down. If we just click on this button, the button will be added right after this. But we need this button outside of this container, which is currently inside. So we can just drag this new button all the way to the top of this container and then drag this container before this button. And it'll be placed like this. Perfect. Alright, now let's change the button text to this. And I want to add an icon with this button. So from here, I'm going to use the upload SVG. And in here, you'll find this icon. This is called btn-1. It'll be here. And just make the icon spacing 12. Go to the style and make the position stretch. After making it stretch, the button will stretch and cover the whole width. Then make the alignment left to place all the text on the left side. Now let's go to the typography and make the font size 20, font weight 500 and line height 40, and close it. Now let's select the text color to our text and it will be this color. Now we gotta change the background color. And actually I don't need the background color right here for this button, so we can just simply make it transparent. Okay, now scroll down, make the border radius 12 pixel. Then unlock the padding on the top 16, then 18, 16 and 18 pixel. Then go to the advanced and make sure the margin is 0 and the padding is 0. And I'm gonna add a custom code for this to add a really amazing hover effect. So let's go to the GFD and you'll actually find this custom animated button. So from here, just copy the text, the code, paste it in the code base, and go to copy the class name under this custom-animated button. Paste the class name on this button. And after that, you'll see if we just hover over on it, the icon color changes and also a new icon comes up. So it looks really cool, and it wasn't possible without the custom code. Okay, so after that, I just want to copy this. We can right click it, duplicate. Keep duplicating until you have 5 of them. And now let's just change the icon and the text. You'll find all the icons in here, so I'm just gonna quickly do it and come back to you. Okay, I have just changed all the icons and text. Now this is looking like this. This is so cool. We're just showing some of our services like UI UX design, mobile app, dashboard design. So these are basically individual services we offer, right? And by clicking on these buttons, people can go to the single service details of this page. So you can add it later, okay? So basically on the top part is done, looking really cool. Now it's time to add one more row with the cards. So let's close all the cards and also this container. And after this container, I'm going to add one more. So we can click on this plus and add a new container right in here. And by the way, let's drag this custom code all the way to the bottom so stay organized. Now let's work on this second container. Okay, so here first make the direction row, go to the advanced, just on the margin top 20 pixel, and make the padding 20 on the right, 20 on the left. Alright, now inside this, let's start to add cards like this, and these will be really useful and cool ones. So instead of making it from scratch, we can just copy the last one, then paste it on this container. It'll be here, but of course we'll make some changes here. But here, keep the width exactly the same. Then go to the advanced, change the padding top to 28 and padding bottom to 32, and that's it. Okay, now we just gotta remove all these that we don't need. So first, let's remove this button and change this text to this text, and also remove all these buttons. So I'm gonna show you how to select all of them and remove. Just hold Ctrl and select all of them. Once everything's selected, right click on anywhere, then click delete 6 items. It'll be gone. Now after this heading, let's add a grid widget. And here this is the grid widget. Make sure this is right after the container, not inside the container. Like this, okay? Now the grid is really interesting. We can make row and column really easily. As you can see, already some columns and row has been added. And inside individual item, we can add anything we like. So first, let's set up the grid, scroll down. And on the columns, we don't need 3 columns, we need 2 columns, like this. Then on the row, we need 3 rows. Then on the gaps, let's unlink. Let's add 24 pixel to add some gaps. And just keep everything as it is. Then just go to the advanced tab to just make the margin 0. And the padding is already 0. Okay, now inside this grid, this item 1, let's add a container. Make the container's direction row. Align items center, and then inside this container add a simple image widget and change the image. If you scroll down, you'll find some icons with the background like these. So from here I'm going to select the Figma first. It'll look like this. Then go to the style, make the width 44 pixel and the height 44 pixel. Make the object fit cover, and then make the border radius 100 pixel to make sure this stays fully round. And that's it. Now after that, add a text editor widget right after this image. Like this, change the text to Figma, then go to the style, keep the font size 16, font weight 400 and line height 24, and keep the text color as it is, the text. Now go to the advanced, just on the margin left, 12 pixel. Okay, so now we need more of them, so we can just simply close this container and duplicate it. And just make it 6 of them. Now these are looking like this. We can see some extra space between all the items, even though there is no gaps. So we can easily fix it by clicking on this grid, and from the min height, if we just make it 0, everything will be perfect. Oops, by the way, we need one more here, so we can just simply duplicate. Now we just gotta change the icon and text. I'm gonna come back after changing all these. Alright, I have changed all the text and icons. Now it's looking really cool. Right now, let's add the card in the middle. So to add the card, I'm gonna use this card on the middle, so it will be the same. Same means it will have the same width and the same gap between this, so we can just use it nicely. So after this card, just add it here, and make sure this new card is right after the first card. And of course, we need to remove all of these. So I'm just gonna select this, select the scroll area, and delete the whole thing. Then remove this button. And for that card, just keep everything exactly the same, don't even touch it, but just go to the advanced tab and let's change the padding a little bit. So on the right, 32, bottom 32, and left 32. And now finally on this text, select the container and remove the padding, just make it 0. It should be good. Now let's add main item inside it. So after this container of the heading, let's add one more container. And here make the container direction row, justify content space between, and align item center. And go to the advanced, I'll leave the padding on the top 11.5, on the right 15, bottom 11.5, and left 15. Really precise values. Now inside this, let's add item. So first I'm gonna add a simple container and name it cont. And make this cont's width 70%. Then make the direction row and align items center. That's it. Now inside this, add a heading widget. Change the text to this, and that's it. Now inside this, let's add an image. And we're gonna select some other logos. If you scroll down, you'll find the Google logo here. And go to the style, change the width to 40 pixel, height 40 pixel. That's it. Now for this image, I'm going to add a widget. If you search for it, it's called image box. Search image box, you'll find this one. But first select the image like this, then click on this image box, and it will be added right after this image. Easy. Now in the image box, we don't need any image, so I'm gonna click on this trash icon to remove the image. We just need the text structure like this. So on the heading, I'm gonna change it to Google, and on the description I'm gonna add this text. Okay, now let's go to style to style it nicely. First, make the alignment left, make the content spacing 0, open the content, keep the title color primary, open the typography, make the text size 16, 600, line height 24. Then on the description color, first select it to text, then click here, and at the end of the code, just add 87 to make it semi-transparent, and it's looking better. Then open the typography, make the size 12, line height 20, and close it. Now go to the advanced, unlike the margin, on the top -7, and just on the left 12. So the whole thing will be looking like this, actually pretty good. So after this count, we need to add one more container. I mean, not a container, but a widget, just a simple heading widget. You'll be here, change the text. It's showing the date, make the text size 14, font weight 400, line height 24. Close, and just text color, the text. Perfect. Okay, now we just gotta duplicate this whole thing. So select the container, right click, duplicate, right click, duplicate. Just keep it 3 and quickly change the icon and text. Okay, just change every content. Looking great, but here I feel like I should add a margin or space on this heading, so just select the heading container from the advanced, margin bottom 20 pixel, and it should be perfect. And now one thing here, I wanna add some nice hover effect on this item, so we can grab some code from here. You'll find the skill section style, copy it, add this code in the code base, go to copy the class name. The class name is this work experience, and add this class right on this container. The individual containers here, and if we hover over on it, the hover effect is like this, really nice. So do the same for the other container and see how it looks. Paste the class name, and it simply looks like this. Cool. Alright, so we have done our middle card. Now it's time to add our last card in our home page. Okay, so here simply I can take a container, because this container will be a little bit different. So just add it here. Make sure this is right after this card, and just rename it card. Okay, so make the width of it 31.38%. Let's go to the style and add a background color, and this background color will be a little bit different. We just gotta use this background type classic and color E9, E9, E9. This is a really nice color. This color looks really good on a dark background. Okay, so just go to the advanced and make all the paddings 32 pixel. Okay, now inside this, let's add a heading widget and change the text. So I have just added a text with an emoji. But the thing is, I want the text line break exactly like this, but here you can see this is not like this. So after this emoji, we can add a space, then type less than BR greater than, and you'll see the line will be breaked after this emoji, and these text will be on the bottom. Nice. Now go to the style and make the typography 36 font size, 600 font weight, 40 pixel line height, and make the text color the secondary color. Then go to the advanced, make the margin 0, like the padding just on the bottom 16 pixel. And now finally make this width full width, and this is looking like this here, but if we just close the panel, it will be perfect. Okay, so simply after this, let's add a text editor to add some description. Change the text to this with lots of emojis. Emojis actually looks really good. Alright, so let's go to the style, keep the typography text, but open it, make the weight 500. Okay, and just close it. And make the color a bit deeper, so I'm gonna type a new code 636A7C. Nice color. Now go to the advanced, on the padding just on the bottom 20 pixel, and after that I'm gonna add a simple button. Add the button here, change the text to this let's talk. Go to the style, And make the typography text first, but change the font weight only to 500, and that's it. Now make the text color fully white, and instead of using the background type classic, I'm gonna use the gradient to add multiple color on this button. So first color, click here, type 779 DFF. Okay, now on the second color, instead of typing anything at all, just select our accent color. It'll be perfect. Now scroll down and make the border radius 12 pixel, and it'll be nicely rounded. And also the padding, make it 16, 38, 16, 38. Okay, so this is perfect. And quickly add a hover effect. Text color should be fully dark, and the color should be primary, so it gives this vibe. But I want this vibe on the hover effect, so we just gotta copy a code. Actually, you don't have to copy a code because the code is already there. We have to just go to this button, select the button, go to the advanced, and just copy the same class name, gradient-button, and add the class name on this new button. And now the hover effect will be perfect like this. But let's do one more thing. On the hover, switch the background type to gradient, and on the first color, F1, 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 and on the second color, just keep it accent. Now the hover effect is looking like this, but I'm going to scroll down and under the type, change it to radial. Now if we hover, this is looking like this. Really nice, and we're going to make it smooth as well, so under the transition duration, select ms and type 400 ms. Now the whole thing will be smooth. Okay, so this button is looking really cool now. And here we just need to do one thing. We just gotta make this card a bit roundy. So select this card, go back to the style, open the border, and in here, make it 24 pixel. And everything is looking really gorgeous. So this is our home page. We have all the necessary widgets or cards. In one card, you introduce yourself with your image, name, description, contact, and social media. And on the other one, you show your projects in this cool way, then show some services, your work experience, and then a CDS section linking visitors to the contact page. And as you know, you can change everything according to your real details, like changing your profile picture, changing this name to your name, anything. Okay, now it's time to make it fully responsive. So the desktop mode, everything is looking perfect, but on the other screens like tablet and the mobile, these are broken, you see? So we can fix it easily. So let's go back to the panel. So first on the tablet mode, I'm going to select the first card on the first container, which is this. And then go to the layout and change the width. So select the percentage again and type 48.5. After putting the width, select the second card and make the width the same, 48.5. Select the third card, do the same with 48.5. Now after making it, select the main container. On the main container, here scroll down, make the wrap. After making it wrap, everything will sit really comfortably like this. These all are taking its own space, but we don't want exactly like this. I'm going to select the second card. And because of the second card is having so much high margin on the side, I'm going to make it all 0. And the second card will immediately be on the same row, okay? Looking like this, but we just need a gap between these two. So you can just leave 20 pixel just on the left on this container, and it'll be perfectly placed here. And now these are having a perfect gap and sitting perfectly here. But for this one, I actually don't like it here, like this. So I'm going to select the third card, and instead of this width, I'm just going to make it 100%, and it'll just acquire the whole space of this container. But we just need some space on the top as this one. Okay, so just go to the advanced, on the margin top, leave 20% space. Perfect. But for so much better experience for your visitors, you can actually make everything a little smaller. Like we can decrease the space between these items, so it will be really easy to read. So you can just quickly select this button, go to the style, decrease the size like 18 pixel, close it, then also decrease the padding on the top 10 pixel, on the bottom 10 pixel, and the left and right 15. Okay, now we can just copy the first item, paste the style on the other ones. like this. Okay, looking just perfect. So this area is done. Now let's just quickly work on this area. It'll be easy. So close this first container, open this second container, choose the first card, and do the same with this. Just make the width 48.5 pixel, percent. And select the second card at the same width, and on the third card, I want this third card also 100%. And finally select the main container and make it wrap. After wrapping up, it'll be looking like this, but select the second card to remove the extra margin. So unlink the margin, just on the left keep 20 pixel, and then select the third card, leave margin top 20 pixel. Exactly same work as this one. Okay, so everything is looking like this right now. Just perfect for the tablet mode. Okay, now it's finally time to go to our mobile mode. In the mobile mode, everything will be actually easier to fix. So we can open the panel. So in the mobile mode, we just have to fix some things in the card, like these buttons. So we can select this buttons container and keep it direction to vertical. Then select the second card, which is having, I think, some left margin, yes. So remove it, it'll be perfect. Now just select this container. The container is holding that header and the social icons. So in here, add some padding, like 12 pixel. And on the heading, we can add a tiny little bit margin on the bottom, like 10 pixel, and everything will be perfect on this card. And yes, if you want, you can just decrease the font size of this text. I'm gonna make it 400 pixel, and this is looking perfect to me now. Okay, now next, fix this one. Select this, and you can see these are looking quite weird. So on this container, first remove this margin from here, and now inside this, instead of vertical scroll, this is showing horizontal scroll. Really weird. So you can select the scroll area. In the scroll area, scroll down, make the wrap no wrap, and it will be instantly fixed. And now I'd like to decrease some padding on this card. So from here, okay, so this card is not having the padding. This is having the padding. So just add 20 pixel of padding like this. Then unlink, remove the top and bottom padding. Okay, good. And select this one as well. Do the same. Add 20 pixel, unlink, remove right and bottom. Okay, perfect. Just one thing. Select this card, on the margin top 20, on the margin bottom 20, and remove the padding 32 on the top. Okay, now after this, we can see this one. The third card is actually looking good already, but on the card, just remove the margin top, make it 0, and we can just make this button a little bit more smaller. So from the typography, just make it 16 pixel, and maybe decrease the padding a bit. Like on the top 7 pixel, on the bottom 7, right 12, left 12, copy, paste the style. Okay, perfect. Now next, these are actually looking perfect, but we can still decrease the padding a bit, so everything looks good. On the padding, make it 20 pixel, perfect. For this one, same as well, make the padding 20 pixel. And here we can fix this a little bit, so select this container, and from here we can make it wrapped to no wrap. It will be here, but we can decrease the font size from here. Make it like really tiny, 10 pixel, and then you can select this container and decrease the width a bit, like 70%. Okay, it'll be perfect. Just copy this, then copy this container, paste it on the other ones. But make sure select this big container and make the wrap no wrap, and select this container, make the wrap no wrap. Do the same, wrap no wrap, here wrap no wrap, and here we can just select this, copy this, paste the style here, paste the style here. Okay, everything will be perfect. Okay, now scroll down. Oops, here we need a space, like on margin top we can leave 21 pixel. Okay, so next this, just first make the padding 20, then select this text, decrease the font size to 26 pixel, line height 35 pixel, and this text And this text is actually good, so everything is looking perfect in the mobile mode. Okay, so this is how we make our whole website responsive. Even the complex to complex layout can be responsive. So basically we're done with our homepage. Let's publish it. And we're actually gonna add the header and the footer later. Now let's go to the front end website and see how it's looking. And our website is looking like this. Just so cool. Okay, now let's go back to our dashboard and add our header and the footer on the home page. Okay, so now before creating our header and footer for our home page, I'm going to show you how to create a logo for completely free only using online tool. So let's search on the Google logo maker. The spelling will be like logo, M-A-K-R. So click on the first link and then click start my design. From here select start from scratch and click create a new design. Okay, so here we can make the logo really easily. First we need the text. Click on this T icon. The text will be added. We can type anything. I'm gonna type my logo name, Bentolio, and then we need to change the font style. So click on this designer picks, then click here and click on this font family. We can choose from many font family here. From here I like this railway bold. Yes, this is nice. Now I'm going to show you how to make this text multicolor. First right click on this text and make duplicate. Drag the second one here. Then on the first one delete the text like this and keep Ben. Then select the second one and just delete the Ben, keep Tolio. Now let's drag this Tolio and make it small like this. The text is not being small, just the frame. And after making it, I'm carefully placing it nicely together like this, and it's looking nice. Now let's select the first one, which is this Ben, and click on the styles. Then click on this fill, and I'm going to type a color code here, 2D6 8FF. You'll have this color. Then select this one, click here, click on the fill, and make it fully white. And after making it white, we cannot see this because the whole canvas is white, right? But just keep it like this and click on this save. Then from here click on this download PNG file, and in here we have to put our email address and click send file to email. Now let's check our email, and here you can see they have nicely sent a logo directly in our inbox. So from here click download free file, and it will just free to download. We can right click, click save image as, and just save it anywhere you want. I'm gonna save it as logo free. And this is the transparent logo we have created. Cool. Now let's go back to our dashboard. Now we're actually gonna add our header and the footer for the website. So let's click on here, click on exit to WordPress, click on WordPress logo. We'll be on the dashboard. Now to create the header and footer, we're gonna use the Elements Kit plugin because it will be really efficient. So hover on this plugin, click on header footer, and you can just skip all the steps by clicking next step, and keep clicking next step, and finally save changes. Okay, now from the left side click on this header footer. Okay, so we don't have the header and footer, but lots of unnecessary pop-ups. We can close this just to have a clean view, and here we can click add new template, and we need a title. I'm gonna name it header, and on the type select the header, and condition make sure this is entire site because we want our header on the entire site, doesn't matter how many pages we have. Okay, after selecting, check this activate, then click save changes. After that click on this header and click edit content, and it'll just open the header template we have created in the Elementor page builder. That's mean we can make the header however we like we can just drag a container here, then like we can add an image for our logo, select our logo, then if we want we can add menus, then buttons, and make a really good looking header like this. And after we publish it, it will be automatically appear on our homepage. Okay, so now instead of making the header from scratch, I'm gonna simply upload a template, And don't worry, I have the template for you. So if you have downloaded the zip file from the JFD website, you have the images and the templates, right? So in the templates, you'll find all the templates I'm gonna be using. You'll find the header as well. So in here, you gotta upload the header. Click on this folder icon. So you can use any premium header from here, from the Elementor, but don't worry, I have a header template for you better than these premium. So click on here, upload, and just drag and drop this header here. Click continue, and it will be uploaded as a template. Now from here, just click on this insert, and our really beautiful header will be here, but it's not fully done yet because there are no menus like home, about, contact, services, right? So I'm going to show you how to create menus from the dashboard. It's really important. So let's go to our dashboard, and I'm going to open it on a new tab. And from the dashboard, if you hover under the appearance, you'll find the menus. Okay, so here we can create the menu. First, the menu name. I'm going to name it main menu, and click on this create menu. Okay, the menu is created. Now it's time to add links. First, I'm gonna click on this home and then click add to menu. It'll be added. But we need more pages in our menus, right? Not just home page. We need our about page, we need our services page, our contact page. So let's go ahead and create our pages, then come back to here and add those links. So click on the save menu, go to the pages, and just create the pages. Just create the page's name and leave it. First about, then publish, go back, add new, then we need services, publish. By the way, we can click here as well, add page, then add works as well, publish, and that's it. Now click on this WordPress. So basically we're having all the pages, home, about, services, works. Perfect. Now let's go back to the appearance menus. Now you can see all the pages here. Click on this view all, then select about, services, and works. Then click add to menu. So all of these are added to menu. Now click save changes. Okay, so we need to show these menus on our header, right? So simply go back to our header, and if we just give a refresh, our menus will be shown in a super creative way. This is just looking so cool, and make sure you let it just load a bit. You can see the hover effects are really nice, and you can make changes on anything you want. You can change the hover effect color, you can change the spacing and all, you can change the logo, text, everything. Okay, now let's go ahead and add our footer the same way. It'll be super easy. Let's go to the dashboard. So from here, click on this header footer again, and this time click on this footer and click add new template. Rename this footer, select the type footer and condition entire site, and activate this. Then save changes, open it, click edit content. Now let's import the footer. Click on the folder, click on this upload. We don't need any pro templates from the Elementor, and we just have our own template. Drag and drop this here, the footer. Click continue. The footer is added. Click on this insert, and our simple footer will be added. This is nice. Okay, now publish. And by the way, I didn't show you how our own logo looks here. So we can just click here, change the image, and we can go to the images and upload our free logo we have created. We can select, and it will be nicely here. But if you want to change the size, just use this width, and you'll be able to control it. Perfect. Okay, now let's go to the home page. Open the home page from here. Okay, so now we want the header and the footer in the home page, and it's super easy. Just click on the settings, scroll down here, under the page layout, select the Elementor full width. And for a moment, the default header will be loaded like this, but publish it and refresh the home page. And our super cool header and the footer will be here. Now our home page is fully complete. And as you can see, as we are in the home page, this home page is activated, right? Amazing. Okay, so our home page is fully done. Now let's go ahead and create other important settings. Next, let's work on our about page. So let's go back to the dashboard. And here we already created the about page for the menus, so you can just open it and edit it with the Elementor. And you can see the page is loaded with the header and footer. But here is the extra text. We want to remove it. Go to the settings, scroll down, make the Elementor full width. And it will be gone and looking clean. Okay, so let's start making our about section, and our about section will be really informational and also cool looking. So first I'm gonna add a new container, make this container content width boxed, then direction row, then go to the advanced, and on the margin top 20 pixel, then padding 20 on the right, 20 on the left. Okay, now inside this container I want one more, and I'm gonna actually rename this one column. Because the about page layout won't be the same as the home page, it'll be a little bit different. So rename it column. Now let's add a specific value on this container. So width, select pixel, type 364.5. And now inside this, I want to add the card we're having on our home page, which is this card. So let's open the home page first. And from here, we can directly copy this whole card and paste it into the other page. And on this card, just make the width 100%. And it will be like this. But as you can see, the custom CSS we were using for these buttons and bars is missing because the custom CSS is sitting only in the home page, which is here, right? And if we just copy this custom code from here, add it on the about page, it will instantly start to work in the about page as well. But there's a problem with it. We're having duplicated CSS, one on the home page and one on the about page, which is a bad practice. So we're gonna do a trick. Let's delete the custom CSS from here. We don't want it here. We don't want it in the home page either. Instead, we want to add it on our footer. If we once add our custom CSS in the footer, it'll be available for all the pages we create, because the footer will be added on all the pages. So let's do it practically and you'll get it. So just copy the custom code, open our footer in the dashboard, under header footer, open the footer and click edit content, and just add the custom code in here. And the custom code is invisible, so don't worry about seeing it in the real website. After adding it, publish and go back to the home page. Just delete the whole custom code. We're just having it on our footer. Okay, now publish home page, refresh the home page, and if you see, even after deleting the whole CSS from the home page, we're still using the CSS, right? Because the CSS is coming with our footer. Simple, right? So same for the about page. If we publish and refresh, and the CSS will be also linked here because it's inside the footer. Okay, perfect. Now let's continue designing our about section. Okay, after adding the card successfully, let's add one more column right after this. We can click add new container and rename this column and make the second column width 24%. Then go to the advanced, then go to the style and make the background color fully transparent first. And let's open the background overlay to add a nice gradient. Select gradient, first color will be type FD 4D, a semi-transparent color. Then the second color, just FD. And we're gonna use the opacity here. So make it 0.05. Now let's go to the border here and make the border double. Then border width 1 pixel, then border color E2 1A. Okay, and finally border radius 18 pixel. Now the box is looking like this. Really cool, right? Okay, let's go to the advanced. First on the margin left, just leave 20, only the padding, then 32, 44, and 32. And in here we have the size. Let's use it, make it grow. And after making, this container will use all the space available there. Okay, alright, so inside this, let's add contents. First I'm gonna add an image widget, and choose the image. Here, if you scroll down, you'll find this image. It'll be like this. Now let's add some styling here. First, make the width 54 and height 54. In the advanced, make the margins 0, make the padding 8, 28, 8, and 28. And then scroll down from here, and you'll find the background here as well. So in the background, add a color. First, make it fully white, and then type 12, semi-transparent color. And scroll down, open the border, make the border radius 100 pixel. But it will be bigger like this, but go to the layout, make the align self start, and it'll be nice like this. Okay, so now after this, let's add a heading. But I'm not gonna use the ordinary heading this time. I'm gonna search for animated text. So you'll find this one, add it right after this. Here we're not gonna animate any text, but we're just gonna use the two variation of the text. So first, on the style, select none. It'll stop animating, and we just got 3 area for text. One is before text, then animated text, then after text. So on the before text, add this, hey and on the animated text, put the name, and on the after text, just remove this text. So this is looking like this. The main purpose of this is we can style this 2-part differently. So first here, make the alignment left, and then go to the style. Okay, so first open the typography. We can make it primary first, and then font size 36, font weight 600, line height 48. That's it. So this is for the normal text, which is this, and then here make the normal color fully white. Okay, now let's open the animated text, which is this part. First open the typography, make it primary, and do the same as this one, 36, 600, 48. Close, and instead of gradient color here, select color, and on the normal color, select our accent. Now the whole thing is looking like this. But one thing for this typography, open this typography, make the style actually italic, and also the weight, let's make it 500, and it's looking better. Okay, keep it like this. Now just go to the advanced and margin top 16 pixel, and that's it. Now after this heading, I'm gonna add a normal heading. Change the text to this, go to the style, make the typography primary, font size 36, 600, 48, then text color, our primary color, then go to the advanced and padding bottom 14 pixel, and this will be like this. Okay, so after this, let's add a description by using text editor. Change the text, go to the style, make the typography the text, don't even have to do anything, and that's it. Now make the text color, first make it fully white, and then add a D, semi-transparent color. Now let's go to the advanced, make the width custom, and make the custom width 450 pixel. It'll be like this, nice. Okay, now after this, let's add more stuff. So from here, I'm gonna use this grid widget. This is similar to container, but it has different characteristics. So let's add it right after this text. Okay, so first here, keep the columns 3 and the rows 1, and make the gaps 16. Then go to the advanced, on the margin top 32, margin bottom 24, padding, make all 24. Now inside the grid, let's add a container. Make the container row, align item center, and make the padding 12, 15, 12, 15. Now inside this container, let's add a widget, which is icon. Change the icon. I'm gonna use upload SVG. So here we have this icon. Go to the style, make the text color fully white of this icon. Make the size 20 pixel, and keep it like this for now. Then after the icon, let's add a widget which is called counter. Add it right after this icon, like this, and a counter will be loaded. So basically it counts 0 to set a number. So I'm gonna put the ending number 40, so it'll count 0 to 40. And make the suffix plus, and the plus will be added after the number. Then we can change the title from here. I'm gonna type project completed. So I'm just saying that 40 plus project has been completed. Now let's go to the style, and here first make the title horizontal alignment start, then number position start, then open the number, make the text color primary, open the typography, make the text size 16, weight 600, line height 24, then open the title, make the text color A8, A8, H7, open the typo, font size 12, font weight 400, and line height 20 pixel, and this will be like this. Now let's go to the advanced, make the margin left 12. Okay, so this is looking nice, but I'm gonna work on this icon and basically the whole thing here, item here. I'm gonna add some custom code. So go back to the JFD website, and here if you scroll down, and you find the counter area style CSS. Copy the whole code, and this time I'm gonna copy and paste the code in the footer instead of that about page. So in the footer, we can add the code in the code base, then publish, go back to the about, publish, refresh the page, go back to the JFD, grab the class name, first this achievement section, paste that class name in this container, which is inside the grid here, and it will have a nice hover effect like this. And then go back there again and copy the achievement icons this time, and in here paste it in this icon, and the icon will have this shape looking nice. So this is basically looking like this. And now I'm gonna actually select this grid itself, go to the style, make the background color E2, 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 1A. You'll have this color. Then I'm gonna go to background overlay, select the gradient color, add the color here FD, 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 4D. Another second color FD, 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 and make the opacity 0.05. Okay, so we gotta make this background color fully transparent, not this. Just make it transparent and it'll be nice like this. Okay, so open the border, border solid, border with 1, border color E2, 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 1A, and make the border radius 20 pixel. So the grid will look like this. Nice. And here just we can select the container and do one more thing. Go to the advanced, make the align self center, and it will be a little bit compact. Now we just gotta do duplicating with this container. So just duplicate until you have 3 of them, and I'm gonna quickly change all the content. Okay, so I have changed all the contents and icons. So right now this is looking like this. Perfect. Okay, now after that, let's add more stuff. So after that, I need a card that is sitting already in the home page, and this is the middle card here. So instead of making it from the scratch, let's copy the card, go back there, and we can simply paste it here, and make sure this card is right after this grid. But we gotta do some changes on this card because the card is not full width. So you can just select this width and make it 100%, then go to the advanced, and of course we need to remove this right margin and left margin. It'll be perfectly on the center, and it's just looking perfect. Let's bring our next step, which will be exactly this card. Just copy, paste it after this, and change the width to 100%, and it will be perfectly here. But on this card, I'm just gonna add a margin bottom like 20 pixel to add some space. Okay, now after copying and pasting, let's make a new section fully step by step, and it'll be an interesting one. So basically, let's add a container, but before that I'm gonna add a heading, and the text will say this. Then go to the style, make it primary, then make the size 20 pixel, line height 32, and text color primary. Then go to the advanced, margin top 24, padding bottom 16. Okay, now it's time to add a slider here, a testimonial slider. So in here we can search for testimonial, and you'll find this testimonial, which is from Elements Kit plugin. Just drag and drop it here, and it'll just add a basic testimonial with some demo style. From here we can choose from many style like this, but I'm gonna select the last one from here. Then if we open this testimonial, you can see we can actually write everything like client name, designation, then actual testimonial review, right? So I'm gonna put a client name here like this, then a designation, and then an actual review. Also, if you scroll down, you can add the client avatar. So click here. If you scroll down, you'll find all the client images like these. I'm gonna select one, and it'll be like this. Now close it and delete the rest of it. So I'm gonna duplicate it and make 4 of them. And after changing all of this content, I'm gonna come back. Alright, so I have changed all the images and text. Now we have a solid content for the testimonial. Now let's go ahead and make it really nice looking. But before that, you can go to the settings, and we have some minor settings here like spacing left right. We can make it 20 pixel. Then we can make the padding all 0. Then we can make the slides to show 2, and you'll see it'll show 2 slides per view. And in here, just keep everything as it is. Now scroll up, go to the style. Okay, so first here, let's unlink the padding. On the top 20, on the right 24, bottom 20, 24. Let's make the border radius 20 pixel, so we get the round shaped cards. Now scroll down, and here first let's select the gradient color, and on the first color make it FD, 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 then 0D. Then on the second color make it the same, FD, 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 0D. Scroll down, make the border type solid, border width 1, and border color E2, 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 1A. Close it. Okay, now open this wrapper content style. First make the horizontal align left, and just make the padding 0. Then open the description and make the color here A8, 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 AD. Open the typography, but first make it primary, then open font size 14, font weight 400, and line height 20 pixel. And align this margin, and on the top 20 pixel, on the bottom 16 pixel. Now let's open this client. Here first make the text color primary and typography text. That's it. And here make this color text first, then just add 87. Make the typography text, open the typography, change the font size to 12 and line height 20. That's it. And keep this margin 0, and the image size, let's make it 14 pixel, which is this image. Okay, so we have basically styled this thing looking good, but we need to remove some things. So we need to go back to the content and open the testimonial, and we need to turn off this code icon, which is this. And also I want to turn off this enable rating. We don't want to show the rating like this. So this is actually looking much better. But I want to make it all perfect and unique, so I'm gonna use a custom CSS. So go back to the JFD, scroll up, and you'll find this testimonial widget style CSS. First copy this, add it to our footer, add it to the code base, and after adding the CSS code, go back to the JFD. If you scroll down, you'll find this testimonial widget pagination JS code. This is a JavaScript code. So from here, just copy all of them, go back to the footer, and after this style tag now, add a space and paste the script tag. Okay, so we're basically putting this JavaScript differently. All of these are CSS code, and all of these are JavaScript code. Okay, now let's publish the footer. Go to the about page, publish, and refresh. After refreshing, scroll down, and we'll have the testimonial like this, looking super professional and with equal height. Okay, so our really useful testimonial is done. Let's open this back, and after that I'm gonna add a nice cool section. So let's add a container, a simple container, and inside this container just make the margin 40 on the top, 16 on the bottom. Okay, now inside let's add a heading widget. Change the text to this with a BR to break the line. Go to the style and make the alignment center to make this text exactly in the center. Then make the typography font size 32 and line height 40. And here keep the text color fully white. Then after this, let's add a simple text editor to add a simple description. Just go to the style, make the typography text and text color fully white first, then AD, and it'll be like this. Cool. At the end, just add 24 padding on the top and the custom width, make it 583 pixel, and then make the align self center, and also go back to the style and make the alignment center. And this is looking nice like this. And by the way, on the text we need to add some margin, like margin bottom 16 pixel. Okay, so after this text editor, let's add a button, and this button will be exactly same as this button we have here. So just copy, paste it here, of course change the text to this, go to the style, make the position center, and let's change the padding a bit. So on the top 12, then 20, 12 and 20. This is nice. And we are basically done with our About Us section. This is looking super cool with all this information. It's perfect, but let's just make it fully responsive. So in here we gotta fix it first. Okay, so first thing we can do is select this card under the first column and make the width 100%. It'll be instantly fixed. And secondly, let's work a little bit on here. We can select this text, make it a little bit smaller, like 15 pixel, and then we definitely have to fix this. On the grid, make the columns 1, and it'll be instantly fixed. We need nothing here now, so scroll down and fix all of them, like select this, make it 100%, remove any extra margin. So you can just really quickly fix these. First select the card, make the padding 20 pixel, select these, make it smaller, like 10 pixel, then select this thing. You can just copy and paste this. That should be it, and we'll fix the rest by decreasing the padding on the main container. But first, let's change all of these. So this one also will be 100%, and also these should be fixed after that, but make the cards padding 20 pixel and add some margin on the top 20 pixel. And finally this will be really easy to fix. Just go to the setting and make the slides to show 1. So at this point it'll just show 1 slider. Okay, perfect. And this thing is already looking good, but we can just fix this text, like decrease it a little bit. 20 pixel, line height 30, then select this, make the font size. Now let's edit the width a little bit, like just make it look good. Okay, we just have to fix the padding issue on the main container, which is our column, this second column. So on the second column, just make the padding 20 on all the side, and everything will be really perfect after that. You see, and it's looking perfect. Alright, now let's go to the mobile mode, and in the mobile it should be easier. Just grab the cards, first select the column, remove the margin left, just add margin top 20 pixel, scroll down, these are good. In here we can fix some things, like select this, make it column instead of row, make the justify content start, align item start, and just copy this, paste the style, and then select this one, this container, just make it column, justify content start, align item start, and also this column start. And on the all icons, maybe add some space, like 10 pixel, and it should look better. Alright, now scroll down. These are looking already good. Scroll down. This is perfect. This is perfect. Okay, so our about page is fully completed with all the responsive. Now let's go ahead and create our services page. Go to the dashboard. Okay, so let's go to the services, open it with Elementor, and the services page layout will be exactly same as the about page. We can go to the about page from here, click on this about. So I am just gonna copy this whole container and paste the whole container in here. And we get exactly same content, right? But I'm just gonna delete all of them except for this layout. So in here, I'm just gonna hold Control and select all of them like this. All of them, and then make sure everything is selected, right click, delete. We're just left with this single button, so delete. Oh hey, by the way, let's make the page settings. Let's remove this default text, go to the page settings, page layout Elementor full width. Okay, so now on this right area, I'm gonna add dedicated tab for the services. So inside this column 2, add a container. We gotta do nothing with this container, just let's add a heading, change the text, go to the style, select the primary, make it 32, line height 48. Keep the text color primary. Go to the advanced, padding bottom 16. Now after this heading, let's add a grid. Set up this grid, make the column 2 first, make the gaps 20, and then add a container inside. And on that container, go to the style, open the border, border solid, width 1, border color, FD, 0D, border radius 12, and make the padding 30, 29, 30, 29. Now inside this, let's add items. First, I'm gonna search for icon box. Add the icon box in here. It will add text with icon. So let's change the icon from here. Select this, change the text and description to this. So we're basically showing the same services that is on our home page, like exactly same icon, exactly same text, basically the same services, but in a different format. Okay, so let's continue. First, make the icon position top, alignment left, spacing 11, content 12. Open the icon, color primary, size 56, and open the content. Title color primary, typography primary, open it, make it 20 pixel, line height 24. Make the description color text, open the typography, just make it text, open it, and make the size 14. That's it. Scroll up, advanced tab, on the padding bottom 28. So currently this thing is looking like this. And hey, by the way, it looks like I added the wrong description, so let me just change it. Okay, changed. And now I'm gonna use a simple custom code and make it really nice. Go back to the custom code. So from here, if we just click Ctrl plus F and search service, you'll find the whole service thing here. So from the service box style CSS, copy the whole code, put the code in the footer, publish it, go back to the services, publish, refresh. Then go back to the JFD and copy the service item. And paste the service item class name in this container. Here. Okay, now this is working. As I hover on it, this is popping up like nicely. And hey, I wanted to add a simple icon in here, so you can just drag an icon widget. After this text, click on upload SVG. We have our own icon. Go to the style, make the alignment left, and icon size 20 pixel. And this is looking perfect now. And on the hover, you can see the icon color is being changed. Cool. Okay, now all you gotta do is duplicate this whole containers. So under the grid, we have the container, right? So we can just duplicate it. I want 6 of them. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now let me just quickly change all the contents in here. Alright, I have changed everything, all the text and contents. Now this thing is looking like this. Super amazing. It's showing all of our services. And of course, you can link all the contents to your single service pages. I'm going to show you what I mean once we add our single service page. But let's just quickly make it fully responsive. On the tablet mode, this is looking like this, but select the whole thing, the grid. In the grid, first make the column 1. It will be just perfectly fixed in no time. We don't need to do anything at all here. And also in the mobile mode, everything is fixed. It doesn't need any attention here. And also one thing I wanted to add is the simple thing from the about page. So here I was talking about this. Just select all of them, including this button. Copy, paste it right after this. It'll be here. Also the button from here. Add it here. Okay, so this is our services page, looking really nice now. Okay, now let's go ahead and work on our works section. Go to the dashboard. Just before, let's publish our homepage. And here works section. Open in the Elementor. Now let's make the layout Elementor full width. So I want the same layout as the previous one. So you can just go to the about, copy the whole thing, and paste the whole container here. And yes, just delete everything on the second column. Every single thing except for this area. Okay, right click, delete. Okay, so here we'll add it the same way we added for the services. So we can go to the services page, and I need the same kind of text here, so we can just copy it and paste it before this container. Oops, we have to drag it before this area container, and change the text. Of course, it'll say my projects. Okay, after the heading, I'm gonna add a grid same way. Make the grid columns 2, gaps 20. And now in this grid, I'm just gonna simply add our projects from the home page. So from here, I'm gonna open the home and simply gonna grab this container of the whole thing. This is called project item, and paste it here. So you can just copy the other ones from here as well, so you get the different images and text with it. Just copy from the other tab and paste it here. On here, but we need more, not just 4, so I can just duplicate the last one. Another, we need 6 of them, and change the images and text. So for this one, we have more image like this, and change the text to this, change this image to this, text to this. Okay, so we are good here, looking pretty good. Let's quickly make it fully responsive. In the tablet, just make this grid's column 1, and we're good. And the mobile mode as well, we're good. Here I just want to make this text a bit smaller. You can make it 22 pixel, and you're good. Alright, so our projects page is done, looking really great. And now I'm gonna show you a really cool thing. In here, as you can see, if I scroll down, the whole thing is being scrolled down, and this part is being fully empty. So we can actually make this card sticky. So just click on this card, go to the advanced. If you scroll down, you'll find the sticky element. This is coming from the Elements Kit plugin. And if you enable the sticky element and then click on this plus, click the laptop, click on this plus, click tablet and mobile. Now if you scroll up or down, hold on, wait for a bit. Okay, now if we just scroll down or up, you see the card is being sticky. So let's quickly do the same for the other pages. Like we have the about page. Just select this card in the advanced, open the sticky element, turn this on, and add the devices. So we're making sure that the stickiness works on all the devices or screen sizes. And this is working here as well perfectly. Now you can just copy this card and just go to our services page, and you can just paste the style here. Okay, it shouldn't work because the style is coming from the third-party plugin, so we have to do it manually. Add the devices first: laptop, tablet, and mobile. Okay, so it should be working here. Yes, so this is working fine. Really amazing feature. Okay, so basically we are done with all the pages: our home page, about page, services page, works page. Now I'm going to show you how to add service details page. For example, if anyone comes to this service page, and if they click on this single service, a separate page should open and tell every single details about the single service, right? Similar for the work section. For example, let's go to the work. So similarly here, if anyone clicks on the single project, there should be a separate page showing all the details for the project. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to the dashboard. So we can click on this add new page, and first we can create service details and click publish, and we can open it with Elementor. Now if I want, I can create the whole service details page in detail, but as you know, it'll take a lot of time, and I don't want to take so much time doing repetitive stuff. Like at this point, you should already know how to make stuff. We don't have to just repeat it, right? So for this, I'm just gonna give you a whole template of the service details page and the project details page, and those will be really cool. So first, let's go to the page settings. Oops, let it load a bit. Okay, in the meantime, let's prepare our template. So in the templates folder, you'll find the single service. We're gonna upload this here. Let it just load. Okay, so let's click on this setting first. Make the page layout Elementor full width, and then click on this folder, upload template, add the single service here, and continue. And just click on this insert, and our single service will be fully here, ready. You can see so many stuff is here. We have even some pricing tables like this. You can change the pricing and all according to your preference, and you of course know how to change text and images, right? Okay, so this is our single service page, and I'm going to show you how to use it. So let's say I go to the services page. Okay, not even in the services page, I work here. Okay, so this is all the services I offer. So in this UI UX design, I can put any link on this button. Let's say I type here service details, and the service details will be here that we have created, and it's selected, right? Now let's publish our home page, also publish our service details page. Now let's go to the front end website by clicking on this preview changes. So from our home page, if we just click on this button, it'll take us to the service details page where we can see all the details of that single service. So similarly, you can put all the links on here, not just the same page link. You can create pages like service details 1, service details 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on how many services you have. Okay, so this is the main concept. And the same thing will be for the work section as well. So let's go back to the dashboard and add a single work page. Let's click on add page, and I'm gonna rename this work details. Publish, open it in the Elementor. So here as well, we can actually reuse the same page that we have used for the single service. So click on this my template and import the single service. The same thing will load up, but you can decide what you want to keep, what you want to delete. Like you can put every necessary details for your single work section. Okay, so let's publish it. Now go back to the home, and this is our work, right? This is our project. So on our project, we can add links on all the things, like on the image, on the button, on everything. But for now, let's say I put this link on this button. We can just search here work details, select it, and publish it. And let's go to the front end website. And let's say if I click on here on this button, it'll take us to the single work page. Nice. And of course you can create individual pages for individual projects. Okay, as we are done with our services and work section, we have added services details page, works details page. Now it's time to make our contacts page. Contact page is the most important page for a portfolio website because that is the only way clients will contact to you. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard and create new page. So click add page. Now let's rename this contact, publish, and open it with Elementor. And here let's go to the settings and make the page layout Elementor full width. Okay, so here as a layout, I want the similar layout as our other pages, like the service. So from here I can simply copy it again and paste it here. And after creating this layout, I can just simply delete this services area. Also these as well. Okay, and here I just wanna keep this heading and of course change it. Contact with me. Okay, now after this heading, let's add a container and make the container direction row. Then inside this container, let's add one more and rename this shortly cont. Make the width of it 28 pixel direction row. Then go to the advanced, just on the margin right, 20 pixel. And here make the size grow so it'll use all the width it can use. Okay, now inside this let's add one more container and we don't have to do anything at all here. Just inside this I'm gonna add the contact form. So to add contact form we have to add a widget called Meet Form. Just add it here and in here click on this edit form and this pop-up will appear. From here select the new and we have to enter a name. I'm just gonna type contact form. Then select this blank template and click edit form. And this contact form has opened in the Elementor page builder. You can see as a pop-up. Now on the widgets, we can see so many widgets from the made form, like submit button, text, email number. We'll be using from these widgets to create our form, and it'll be really easy and straightforward. So let's start by adding a simple container. So we have all the other widgets as well. So I'm gonna take a container first. And on the container, make the direction column. And now inside this, let's add our first input. So from the made form, I'm gonna drag this text and put it here. And you see it just added a basic input where you can type text. Now let's set up this. On the left side, let's turn off this show label, which is this. Okay. Then on the placeholder, we can type any text like name and it'll be nicely shown inside this form or input. Then scroll up, go to the style. Here we have the padding, unlink it. On the top 13, on the bottom 13 and left 15. Unlink the margin, just on the bottom 16 pixel. Okay, now scroll down and this is the input color, which is the text color I type here. We can change it to fully white color because next I'm gonna be making this whole input, so we can use this background type and make the color fully transparent. Or we can just type 1B, 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 our default color. Okay, now scroll down, let's add a border solid, border width 1, border color FD, 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 0D. And let's add the typography, and this time, for the first time, I'm gonna add a different font family, and that's called DM Sans. Select this. It's a really good font family for the contact forms. So here let's make the size 16, font weight 400, line height 24. Close it, and here make the border radius 12 pixel. Okay, now let's work on this placeholder. So let's open this, open the typography, make it DM Sans, font size 16, font weight 400, line height 14. And just make the text color text. And this is looking nice. Now let's add more inputs. Okay, so next I'm gonna add a phone number input. So click on the plus and you'll see this telephone, just add it. Then turn off the show label and on the placeholder let's type phone number. And now instead of styling it from scratch, we can just copy this first input and paste the style on this one. And it'll have exactly the same styling. Okay, now after this, let's add an email input. So just drag and drop this email, turn off the show label, keep the placeholder email, and paste the style here. Alright, next, I'm gonna add a really interesting input. So here, if you scroll down, you'll find this select, edit. So first, normally turn off the show label, then type in the placeholder, consultation about business. And this is actually a selection input. Like if I close this and click on it, you can see we can select any options from here. And also we can add these options right here. So from here, I'm gonna delete all of these except for the first one. And let's change the text. First share this, then add new, add this, and this. And after adding, I'm just gonna copy the other input and paste the style on this one. And it will have the same styling. This is looking nice. So basically, purpose of this, when clients will try to contact you, they can just select any topics from here. So this is really useful. And by the way, we have to style this input a bit because you see after selecting, the text is being black color, looking really ugly. So let's open up, go to the style, scroll down, and we have this option. And you can see the option color is fully black, so we can just make it white. And on the hover, we can see this is still black, so from the hover, make it white, and from the selected as well, make it white. But still on the hover, it's showing the black color. So if I just open this option wrapper, not this, the select, on hover, we can see this is black. Make it white, on focus, make it white. Okay, so now it should be good. Okay, so these should have the black color background. We can make it easily. Scroll down, open the option, and add the background color here. 1B, 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 and see. And these are looking like this, but I actually prefer a little bit less dark for this option, so we can make it like this. Yeah, this is looking better. We can see it properly now. Okay, so just make the color 414141. And if you want, you can style the border. Like we can see these are having the borders. You can style it easily from selecting the border solid, border width 1, and edit the border color. Like this, okay? Alright, now after this input, let's add one more input, which is called the text area. Turn off the show label, make the placeholder message. So this is basically used to send the message. And now just copy the other input, paste it here. It will be perfect. But let's go to the style a bit because I can adjust the height of this input. So on the height, I want to make it 137 pixel. Okay, so finally inside this contact form, I'm gonna add the last widget, which will be a submit button. Just add the submit button here, keep the text same, then make the button alignment justified. Then go to style, only the padding on the top 12, then 20, 12, and 20. Open the typography, first make it text, make the font size 16, then font weight 500, and line height 14. First select the text color, our primary color, then select the background type gradient, first color 779DFF, and then second color, just make it accent. And let's add a hover effect. On hover, the background type should be the same. Like first make this white, make the second color accent, but make the type radial. So the hover effect will be like this, and let's just change the text color to our secondary, and it'll be looking like this. Nice. Okay, now scroll down, open the border, just make the border radius 12 pixel, and that's it. We're good here. Now after making the whole contact form, I'm gonna click on publish and click on update and close, and the whole contact form will be loaded in this contact page, looking really nice. Okay, now after this contact form, I'm gonna add some contact details. So right after this cont, let's add one more container and rename this cont. and make this font's width 342 pixel. Go to the advanced, make the margin all 0, and the padding 21, 20, 21, 20 pixel. And also I'm gonna style this container, so go to the style, open the border type solid, border width 1, border color FD, 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 0D, border radius 12. Now inside this, let's add a container and make the container's padding 16 pixel. And inside this container, let's put an icon box. And let's select the icon, click upload SVG, and select this one. This is called call.svg. And change the text to phone on the title and on the description. Let's add a phone number. Then go to the style, make the icon position left, vertical alignment middle, then icon spacing keep it 15, and also content spacing 4. Then open the icon, keep the icon color primary color, then icon size 24 and rotate 0. Then open the content. First make the title color primary, then make the typography 16 pixel, 600 and 24. The description color, make it text, and typography, select it text and make the size, then scroll up, go to the advanced, on the margin on the top -8, and on the bottom -2. Okay, so currently this thing is looking like this, but I'm gonna really enhance it by using custom CSS. So in here you'll find this contact information area style CSS. First copy this, add it into the footer in our code base, then go to copy the class name. First copy this contact icon section and paste it on this second const style CSS. Then go back, grab this class name ct-icons-sec and select this container, add it here, and finally ct icons design, select the icon box, add it here. Now publish the footer, publish the contact, refresh the contact page, and we'll have this style. This is so cool. Now we just gotta make it duplicate. So I can just select this container under count and make duplicate like 4 of them. And now I'm just gonna change all the text and contents. Okay, I have changed everything. I've added all the contact information like email address, email location, then assistant hours, all of them. Now the whole thing is looking like this. But I actually want to add some space between these contents. So we can open it and select the count. And on the gaps we can add 16 pixel. And this is just looking perfect. Now after this, I'm gonna add a really interesting thing, which is Google Map. So you can search for Google and we'll find this Google Maps just added after these contents, but I just placed it in a wrong place. It actually should be right after this container. So you can drag it up and put it right after this container. And the map will be here. Now on this location you can select any location you want, then you can play with the zoom height. So I'm just going to make this zoom 15 pixel and the height 400, and the size will look like this. Okay, so now I want to make this map look really unique and stunning. So I'm going to use a really simple custom CSS. Just go to the GFT website and you'll find here the map style CSS. Just copy all of them, go to the footer, add the code in the style, publish, and if we just publish and refresh our contact page, you'll see the magic. The map is looking like this. How cool! But one problem we can see, there's an issue on the corners of this map. And we can fix this really easily. Just select the Google Maps, go to the advanced, scroll down, open the border, and make the border type solid, border width 1 pixel, border color E2, 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 1A. If we just make the border radius 18 pixel, it'll be perfectly rounded and fixed. Looking great. Now we need some space on the top of this, so from the layout we can just add margin top 20 pixel. Okay, we actually can't add the margin top here, this is looking bad. So instead, simply we can add margin bottom on this container. Margin bottom 20 pixel, and it'll simply push it down. Now everything's looking perfect. Okay, now it's time to make it fully responsive. So in the tablet mode, we cannot hold this thing like this. We have to make it in a column. So first thing, I'm gonna select the first column and decrease the width a bit. Like make it 350 pixels, so this will have more space. Now open the second column, select this container from the layout with the direction column, and it'll be nicely here, almost fixed, but select this container under this, like select this cont and make the width 100%. So this is looking like this. Now select this one, make this one's width 100%. It'll be fitted perfectly here. Now we just need some gaps between the items. So on this item we can add margin top 20 pixel. And now in my eyes everything is looking just perfect. Okay, now finally in the mobile mode, it'll be automatically fixed like this. This is good, not bad. Okay, so basically we're done with our contact page. This is looking so good. And with this, we're done with all the pages. Now, let's go for a tour on our website to fix everything and make it perfect. And also I'm going to show you some cool tricks that will make your website more functional. So let's start with the home page. We can open the home here, save and leave. Okay, so here let's start with how to make these buttons functional. So let's click on it. So basically this button says book a call, right? So we can simply add a number or link here. But to make it functional, I'm gonna type TEL colon my number. Now I'm gonna publish and open this page in the front-end website. Now if I just click on this button, this is opening a pop-up from the browser, and this is looking for an call app. If anyone have clicked this on their mobile phone, it will directly open their caller app, but here this is saying that pick up an app for that. Okay, so if you want, you can keep the whole thing functional, and I'm going to show you how to do similar thing for the email as well. So go back to the home and select this button, and in the link, if I just type mail to colon and add my email address, and then let's publish, go to the front-end website and click on this button. This is looking for an email app to directly send the email. Okay, nice. Okay, now let's see one other really interesting thing. Let's say instead of the send mail button, you had a different button, like it's called my CV. What I want, by clicking on this button, your clients can directly download your CV on their computer. And it's really simple. I'll show you. Let's say I have a CV in a PDF form and I want to upload the CV on my website first. So to upload the CV, you can just simply open the media library by any image, and in the media you can just drag and drop the CV. After uploading, we have to copy this whole URL. After copying, close this and then select the button again. And just on the link this time, paste that file link. Okay, after pasting, let's publish and go to our front-end website. And now if anyone clicks on this button, it'll show the whole CV as a PDF, and from here they can easily download the whole CV. And that's really cool, right? So this is how you make buttons functional. Then here we didn't link this button to our contact page, so we can just go to the header and we can select this button and simply link it to our contact by searching the contact and selecting the page. Okay, now if we ever click on this let's talk, it'll nicely take us to the contact page and we can just message and connect with them. And what else we can see as a function? Okay, so we have a contact form in the contact, right? So we have to make the contact form fully functional. So let's go to our contact page. we have a nice design of this contact form. Let's open it real quick. From here, click edit form. So this is our design, right? But I'm gonna click on this form settings. It opens so many settings. You can explore all of this thing, like you can edit the title, you can edit the success message, like what they'll see after the form is submitted, then so many things. But I'm gonna go to the notification. You can turn on this notification, mail to admin. So here you can add the mail subject, and this is the most important one, which is email to. Here you put your email address, the address you want the email to be sent. Like if any clients send any message using the contact form, that message will be directly sent to this email. You can edit the email subject like my portfolio form message. So from here I'm gonna just keep it as it is and click on save changes. And then click update and close. And now our contact form is fully functional. If anyone puts the information and then clicks on submit button, the information copy will be sent to your preferred email address. And also one thing, on the responsive mode, as you can see, the header will be fully responsive as well. Before the header was like this, but in the smaller screen, this is looking like this. The links are gone, but added a menu, and by clicking the menu, we can see those menu again. How cool. And same is for the mobile, we can see all the menus in here. But hey, here one thing, we can actually add icons with this header menus. I'm going to show you a trick. It'll be super cool. So let's go to our dashboard and open the menu. So in here, we're having all the links. Now go to the JFD website, and I'm gonna put some code under the menu SVG icon code. Using all this code, we can add cool icons on the menu. So first, I'm gonna select this first portion of this code, copy, then go back to the menus, then open this first item. And under this navigation label, delete this home text and paste that whole code. Now if we click save menu and go to our frontend website and refresh, and there you go, we have a home icon with this home text, looking super nice. Alright, so let's add other icons for the other menus. Go to the JFD and copy the second portion of the code, go to the menu, open the about, and replace the text. Go back, copy the third one, open the services, add here, and then go back, last one, this is for the works, save menu, and let's go to the front-end website, refresh, see how it looks. And now this is looking perfect. Alright, so basically we're done with our freelancer portfolio website. Now go ahead and create your own personal or freelancer portfolio website. I wish you all the best. But I have just one request. Please comment down below about the learning experience from this video, and also share this video on social media. It would mean world to me. I'll see you in the next video. For now, bye bye.